Humping Steven Crowder.
Hand jobs all around.
Humping Steven Crowder.
Hand jobs all around.
Cucumbers.
Hand jobs all around. All right, we're ready to go, man. Oxymoronic, thank you for subscribing for 2 months in a row. We got my friend Dan started following me. This is Pat's self-inflicted
Cucumbers.
drama. Purple Haze, thank you for subscribing. Jay, are you there? Listen, you're there. You are there. We are men. Mr. Rich is not a shill. No, I'm not a shill. Dude, I was right. I was like right behind them, like I said before, jumping off. I wasn't ever on the Amico bandwagon.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Oh, everyone's doing great. Tell them you're all doing great. I'll speak for you.
Okay.
Listen.
100 bits. Rich is not a shill. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, I'll start this off, and I'll probably say it one more time when we hit like 500 people. I don't know what to tell you if you like Pat the NES Punk and you like me. I don't know why with YouTubers that's a big deal with people. Like, it's weird because there's actual, like, we're not celebrities. There's actual celebrities that hate each other, but people are okay with that. You know, when I like talk about DSP on a daily basis, everyone's okay with that. But I talk about like the quartering once a month or Pat the NES. What is this? The third or fourth time I've talked about him at most. I don't know what to tell you if it makes you feel uncomfortable because you like both channels. I don't know what to say.
Let me just say this. If you are watching both channels and you feel uncomfortable in your life because two YouTubers are talking about each other, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, seriously.
Let me just be honest.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? My YouTubing peoples are yelling at each other. I feel so uncomfortable.
Dude, people said that about the quartering. Literally, I feel like mom and dad are fighting. It's like, why do you feel like that?
Well,
that's like something you need to speak to a therapist about.
Well, you know, I've been doing this as long as you. I think what happens here is that people feel entitled to also being on our side. I know that sounds like lunacy, but realistically, how many people that watch the show
Thank you, Tickled.
Thank you, Tickled. I love you. How many also watch Pat? It's probably quite a bit, right? But there's a lot of them not speaking up about it too. So we're not saying that everybody that watches both of us is like worried, and we're not making fun of you guys. So I'm just saying, if you go on the internet and you think this stuff is actual, I don't know how to describe it. It's not serious to Rich and I. Rich doesn't message me at 4 a.m. go, I can't sleep, and I go, oh my God, why, my friend? He's like, Pat is in my head.
Yeah, like once we leave the front of this screen,
yeah,
we don't think about it. And on top of it too, for everyone thinking that like we have our nose up Pat's ass, this was actually, I think it was Bullcraft. I don't even know if he's here yet. That said, like, Rich, check out what they're saying, you know, and it was insane. Like, he was trying to imply we're homophobic and all the other shit that he said. I'm not going all over it again.
Yeah, we'll get into that again anyways, because we're going to watch a video today, which is a strange one for me because I'm friends with the person, and Rich has some thoughts on it, which, let me preference this. Every time that we have opinions on this show, they are our own, unless we agree. If we don't agree, we don't agree. I mean...
Which we aren't going to... He's coming back.
He's coming back? Intro
guy's coming back. Yeah, that was a surprise. I'm happy, but I had no idea.
So let's just go over these quickly. Dude 300 bits says Frank is shooting ropes right now. I mean...
Don't say that we're homophobic then.
Yep. Apparently you can't be on YouTube and also try to do comedy, because then you're crossing a line.
Even in a comedy is subjective. You may not like our fucking perverted humor, and that's great. That's fine. There's humor that other people like. People find Seinfeld hilarious, which I'm not comparing myself to Seinfeld. I probably should have thought about that analogy because people are going to run with that.
Now he's going to make a video saying Rich thinks he's Seinfeld.
Probably, which I don't in any way, shape, or form. But like I'm saying, humor is subjective. You know, but to say that we're homophobic because of it, they could fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even need to. My best friend is gay. Like,
don't even say that, because that's always like the, you know.
I know, but I'm just, you know, I mean, it's hard not to want to say those things because you're like, get real here. But I'll never make another comment about it again.
That's like Mildly Annapolis is like, I could be homophobic because I suck cock, and I also can't be racist because the cock I suck is black.
Jesus Christ. So Mill 300 bits says, love the guy on Twitter that was complaining about Dead Space remake being woke for having gender neutral bathrooms and race swapping from some characters. Okay, well,
we'll talk about that tomorrow. It's ridiculous. I already had that on my radar.
Joe, thanks for the 100 bits. Intro guy will be back. Insomniac, 50 bits, says, I want to watch the world burn, defend my ass, birds, and Van Amber turds, please.
Ban Amber Heard's turds, please.
Ban Amber Heard's turd, please.
And we got Joe again. Says, what's with the max number of times? what's the max number of times y'all bust ropes? Mine has been 3 before my schlong gets tired.
Dude, when I was younger, I don't even know, man. I used to fucking beat my dick like it owed me money.
Cucumbers.
I don't even know. Like, dude, countless times.
I could easily do 4 with my eyes closed. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
And I could do them all consecutively without even stopping. I'll just
No, are you
yeah.
out of your fucking mind?
No, I learned a trick. I'll tell you the trick later when I come fly down there. Floppy chicken, resub.
Learned a trick. What do you do? Shove fucking sperm back in your cock?
No, you just do it. First of all, it's a myth that men cannot remain hard between doing that. So if you think you can't, you can. It's just a mind thing. Afterwards, you always men are always like, oh, that was so much. That was so good, baby. If you keep your mindset in that, you just keep going. You just go. You can just go. Woo.
Nah, fuck that, man. You know, like that point where your dick is sensitive and shit.
No, it doesn't. No, not if you protect it properly.
Listen, Will Blunderfield, go in the woods, put coconut oil on your cock, stroke it in multiple directions, hold another guy's balls and start, singing "Kumbaya, my lord," which is
mind over matter. It's true. Curdy in the chat says mind over matter. It is 100% mind over matter. I've done it at least 5 times in a row with a girl.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah,
I went 3 and I was like, damn.
She said I should have been a porn star, and I agreed with her. I honestly, I'm not saying this. I should have been. I don't know what happened. I went off the rails. Floppy chicken resubbed. He says, it's unusual that I get to watch you live. I catch up, though. Can you spam the entire soundboard? Oh, God.
Lexapro makes my pee more. See, I'm on Lexapro. It doesn't do that to me. I could still, I could go 3 times in a day. I still could hold it down, but not like this fucking animal. And you want the whole, see here, you're getting the whole fucking soundboard.
Trust me.
Congratulations.
It's like a faucet that's dripping.
Congratulations.
I can't turn it off. I can't make it stop. Then I'm like, damn, my
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
All right. All right.
Congratulations.
I love that's what lasted.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
I've never blown bubbles ever again. Breasts.
That's like a fever dream.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it really is.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
So somebody in the
Take
chat
the bubbles and
says,
shut them up your fucking ass. How about that?
somebody says about holding it. You know, Rich, I'll tell everybody the secret to do it over and over and over again. If you've ever heard of what edging is, the first time you do it, you go for like 2 hours without going. You just edge. You get super close, but you don't do it. The longer you do that, you can just, afterwards, you do it again and again and again, because for whatever reason you're that worked up. That's the secret.
I don't even want.
Listen, come down here, get some cellophane, come down here, and rope across my edge.
Rope across your edge. Listen, if you want to have sex for 13 hours straight, go to Jay.
Yeah, anybody. I'll take anybody in.
Listen,
Pat's gonna say this is a very perverted stream. I'd just like to say I'd also like to invite Pat and Ian down here. I'll show them how to edge.
I don't even care,
Breasts.
dude. When I hear something funny, Dr. Sexy Coco. Oh, it's not reading it. It's not reading it.
He says,
What is long? What is dark? What is hard? What is sleek? What is muscularized? What is black? What sucks dick for the PlayStation Triple? What is real? It's sexy Coco, man. You know what I'm saying? Now they're going to say that. Anyway.
I know what they're going to say. But I won't say it because obvious reasons. I mean, this is probably the last stream ever. But yeah. So tonight we want to say thank you for everyone tuned into the last one. I want to make a statement about quote unquote drama on YouTube and how apparently
it's not even drama.
Yeah, how apparently you and I are like drama whores, and we're gonna
drama mongering pieces of shit. I've heard. Yes,
all this nonsense. Bottom line is this: we're doing a video today with somebody I'm good friends with. I wish we didn't have to do this video, but we disagree with his take on the situation. The reason we're showing this video today is also this video is the reason why, or this person is the reason why Pat hates me in the first place, and I explained it on the last stream. So I'll just say it now. We're going to watch Gamester81's take on the Intellivision Amico mess. And in the video, you'll see he says some things that we need to go over because...
that make absolutely no sense whatsoever.
They make no sense.
And what I'm going to say is he didn't even need to make the video, which I guess you could say that about any of our videos. But his take, it was like a non-take that kind of threw us under the bus, but didn't.
Yeah. So let me also say this before we do all of this. I talked to him already. I told him we're going to do this on the stream. You know, we talk about Pat and Ian in a certain way, in a certain regard. And like I said before, I can't handle people that can dish it out but can't take it. We're definitely not dishing it out to Gamester. I want to say this right off the bat and be very clear.
Yeah, he's a very nice person, like genuinely nice. One of the very few on this platform that isn't a piece of shit. Yeah. But I could still disagree with him.
Yeah, so basically this is us just disagreeing with somebody today. And we're going to go over the video in
Thanks for the delayed nutting advice, Peter North. I mean Jesus. Also DSP say YouTube mobile app killed his money train. Wrong mobile app, DSP.
What happened with DSP? So this is what I'm saying. Like, thanks. So Pat has hairy arms. He's hairy like he's Italian. I'm sure he is hairy. Look at it. I mean, look at the hair on his fucking head. Jesus. Also, DSP says YouTube mobile app killed his money train.
Yeah, what? he's lost it. Let's not even get into that right now because
then we'll go down that rabbit hole and
that's a whole other fucking stream. Joe with 100 bits says Pat has hairy arms. He's hairy like a man with a bird's nest. Well, I read it too. So Joe got double what he asked for. Thank you, Joe. We appreciate you. Joe's always here. Hell, never blowing bubbles again. Sir Evil Satan, 100 bits. Thank you. He says intro guy fart. That's what he wants. Set it up.
Yeah, of course.
No, seriously, thank you, Joe. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, we appreciate everybody watching, and I know that some people are just watching for the quote-unquote drama, but as we go through the video today, I'm going to, at least from my side, explain why we go so hard on Pat, at least why I do it.
So wait, YouTube doesn't allow super chats anymore on iOS? Is that a new thing? That's actually a pretty big deal, and I can't complain about DSP complaining about it.
No, is that what they're saying?
I don't know.
So you can't donate through the app anymore? Wow, that's actually terrible for everybody. Because iOS takes 30%. Oh, because iOS takes 30% or something. So there's something going on there. We'll figure that out. Maybe we should do a video on that tomorrow.
You GSP. All right.
It doesn't allow donations on iOS on YouTube, but on iOS. What? Okay. Don Juan. I love you, Don Juan.
You might see me streaming on Twitch more at that point. Like, dude, you know how many people have iPhones and now they're not going to be able to fucking support the show through the fucking iOS app? That's major fucking news.
Let me look. Let me look this up.
I can't picture them just taking that away. No, the term "this is gay" should not be permitted. I can't, even if they're taking a cut, that would be stupid for YouTube to do. That would be a major revenue loss for them.
This must be something else because I don't see any news about anyone saying you can't. No, I don't see anything.
It's deemed an in-app purchase with Apple takes a 30. Anyway, who cares? Like, well, it's not who cares, but
here, I'll look it up right now. I'll just see somebody that's live. I'll go to their channel and we'll get to the bottom of this right now. Just like I'm going to get to the bottom of you by kissing from the top of your head down your legs. Live. Let's see. So here, NBC's live right now.
Well, NBC may not even have them.
We're gonna see.
It's DSP live. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even trying to be stupid. Hold on. Let me look at the desktop. Well, I'm looking at the desktop app, which makes no sense because you would be able to donate through there.
No, what's funny is I can't even find a fucking live show on YouTube anymore.
Steel Toe Morning Show is live stream. They make it Steel Toe.
Dude, it's insane. I can't find a single stream that's live. It's like, okay, here.
No, you could you could do super chat still.
Yeah, but when you click it, does it say it's an in-app purchase?
Super chat.
I think we'll just derail our own stream to figure this out.
No, it's just saying buy and send.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Unless somebody can DM me on Twitter about this, we'll move on from it.
Yeah, because it's I can't picture them doing that for their own fucking financial, for their reasons, let alone the YouTuber.
I think what they mean about this is the YouTube Shorts. Something fucked up on his channel with those, I'm assuming.
Oh, dude, we're gonna move on. Like, believe me, we have plenty to fucking talk about. But I was just curious with that because that would have been. So they're gonna make them more. They're gonna make them more expensive for those guys.
Jay, you need to be more sleek, black, and sexy, like yours truly, man.
I'm trying, man. I'm very much trying. Thank you for the support, Dr. Sex. I love you.
So they're gonna make them more expensive for the. It still sucks either way. Anyway.
What are you gonna do about it? DB King, here we go.
So
is going to read it. DBZ, nope. Thank you, man. I think it'll eventually read it. Streamlabs is always a disaster. Jeff
it
Baldwin,
really is.
Thanks for the follow. Okay, let's.
So,
only in Pat's deluded ape public hairhead and Ian's brain that is slowly devolving into a Sasquatch would think you guys are homophobic for simple jokes. I hope they shit themselves today. Just pure ass piss.
You know what I think it is? They don't even really think that. It's just because they're vindictive against us and don't like us that's what they're weaponizing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing the quartering does. He'll just put out either misinformation, misconstrue something, or put out flat out lies because you're his enemy, and that's all they care about.
I love the fact that I made Ian so upset that I said child's art looks like a bloody handprint.
Oh, he fucking lost his mind like a Karen at a Kmart.
But we did ask because Frank was getting pounded from behind. We did add that in there, which is also a joke. And guess what?
You can cry about it.
You can cry as much as you want. You're allowed to make jokes.
And the irony of them like trying to imply that I'm homophobic, which I have a substantial following from the LGBTQ community.
Oh my God! Somebody in the chat just said we should make a shirt.
If you walked in on a girl masturbating and heard her scream, "Oh fuck yay, your shoulders," would you take out your penis?
What?
If she wanted me to and she was hot.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
So, Jay, what is your experiences with Ian and Pat?
Oh, I could go on and on about those. We already talked about them, to be honest.
Thank you, Purple Haze.
We're going to go over everything here. The reason let's get into the video now. There's 600 people watching. The reason why we're talking about the reason why Gamestrady1 and myself and Pat are all connected, not because we had a threesome. That happened. But the real reason is because John's going to talk about something in this video. We're going to stop at a certain point, and I'll explain what he's talking about. So, shall we start?
Yes, we will start the video. Here we go. It's a very bizarre video. I'm going to just say that right now. Joe Bidet, thank you for subscribing. Don Juan, listen, I'm never going to continue. I'm just going to stare at you outside of your window, and I'm going to get a wig that looks like Pat's hair, and then I'm just going to scream hand jobs all around, and I'm going to dress like a giant bird as well. Let's go.
What's up, gamers? How you doing? My name's John. Thank you for tuning in. I want to talk about
What was that?
in television.
What? What was what?
Did you hear that? It was a cackle. Hey, roommate, are you okay down there?
You don't want to be butt fucked, trust me.
You don't want to be butt fucked. Trust me.
See, did you guys hear that?
No, no one heard that except you.
It sounded like a wild bird. Look in the chat. People are saying I heard it. Dude, a fucking bird's attacking me. Let's go.
Oh.
Amico. It's been a hot mess, the whole situation. The system was going to be coming out. It was, supposed to play for like E for Everyone games, kind of family-friendly content.
Which is the stupidest fucking idea if you really think about it ever in 2023, but okay, or 2020 when it was supposed to launch.
You just go to a fucking pawn shop and buy a Switch for, what, $120? I don't know how much.
Buy a fucking Wii!
Get real.
And it doesn't look like it's going to come out. So I'm going to refer to it as it was, as in past tense intentionally, because
it doesn't look like it's... No, it's not coming out.
I'm not extremely confident that the system's going to see light of the day, unfortunately. Now, here's the deal. I have a unique perspective on the situation because I've kind of lived through this whole hot mess years ago with, for those who may remember, it was called the Chameleon, the Coleco Chameleon more specifically. My company and I, Collective Vision Games, were involved in the sense that we were planning on releasing some of our games, or porting some of our games over to the Chameleon. One of those games in particular was City Hunter and the Caverns of Death. At the time, Mike Kennedy was in charge of the Chameleon. Mike Kennedy, to me, has a lot of parallels with Tommy Tallarico, who was in charge of the Amico, right? In the sense that...
hey, did you know that Steven Tyler is his cousin, in case he tells you 67,000 fucking times? And he owns a Ferrari, too.
Mike, at the time, he was on my podcast, which we talked about ColecoVision products. He had a website called Game Gavel, which was essentially like an eBay for gamers. He ran Retro Magazine at the time. He was one of the board members for Classic
Thank you, the Nightman
Vegas, which was a show held every other year out in Vegas. A really fun show that's now defunct. So he had some good reputation, I would say. There was no reason for me to believe that he was going to be deceitful, was going to lie, and he kind of reached out to me and Collective Vision Games at the time and said, hey, John, it'd be cool if you port. He knew we were in game development. He's like, it'd be cool to port some of your games over to the Chameleon, So I was seriously bought in, not like financially, thank God, but I was emotionally bought into the console, right? And I really wanted it to succeed to the point where I had, when
Thank you, Elliot.
The fan, I had Mike on my YouTube channel here. I've since taken the video down, but I made the mistake of just doing an interview with him, and looking back, it was a...
Why is that a mistake? Shit happens. Why is that a mistake? It's like he's already trying to be apologetic to like Pat and Ian when they were pieces of shit to him. But anyway,
really dumb decision, and
Well,
no one is...
Let me just say this: John is one of the nicest people I've ever met. So that is his personality. He apologizes for everything. Like, you could throw glass in his cereal, he'd eat it, and then you tell him you did it on purpose, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I did that," and it's insanity. He's just a very nice person. So take it as it is. I don't know. You could see it as you guys want, but from my perspective, I know John. He's so nice that he's just forgiving, and I'm going to talk about that later.
Which is a nice trait, but he's almost too nice to a fault. Let's continue. I know that sounds terrible. It's like, how dare you be kind? But it's like, sometimes you have to know when to cut the cord.
We'll get into it because he gets into something here, and yeah, there's a reason we're showing this video.
That kind of sort of pissed both of us off, or I could speak for myself, I should say. But
we'll get to it, and I'll say what I think.
It's perfect. Certainly, I'm nowhere close to perfect, and that was just a really bad mistake on my end. People called me out for it, including Pat and Ian.
Okay, pause it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We paused at the same time. We were on the same brainwave.
You go ahead.
Cucumbers.
Ladies first.
Listen, yes, I do have man breasts.
Listen, suck your own tits.
Listen, I am going to do that right now on stream because it's family friendly. I know H-Town Lord will get to you in a second. Thank you for resubscribing. Pat and Ian they did. They threw him under the bus and essentially destroyed his reputation. Okay? When he did nothing wrong. He wasn't like invested in the company. He wasn't Mike Kennedy. He was just trying to make a game for this supposed FPGA console that was coming out. they never apologized to him technically. He called John or Gamester81 called fucking pubic hair Pat, and like they made amends that way when he was the one who called.
Well,
John was the one who called.
Now, there's a reason why John called him in the first place. I mean, I'm not the reason for that. John did it in his own accord. However, so Pat and Ian did what they always do, and you guys know what they always do. They always latch onto nonsense, and then they purposely add false statements on top of some truths so they can expand their story, make them look like they're know-it-alls, bullies, whatever you want to call them. We've already went all over that stuff. The point is, I was the first YouTuber at the time, and you guys got to remember I had probably 40,000 subs, so I was in the same league as these people before I ended my show. So I'm in the same level as them, and I thought, you know what, Pat? I'm sick of your shit. At this point in time, every YouTuber I knew in the retro gaming community, and I know them all the major ones. I could tell you stories about all of them. Of course, I'm not going to. However, I know for a fact, because I've talked to them in person, on Skype, FaceTime, all of them, every single one of them. I can't think of one person who didn't say to me, Pat the NES Punk is a fucking dickhead. All of them said that. Now, with John being thrown under the bus by Pat and Ian and his reputation being thrown into the dirt, I decided, at the time, nobody was sticking up for John. And John, like I said, is such a nice guy, I don't think he knew what to do. I know if you look at some of the comments he makes in this video, you can tell he's not too happy with Pat and Ian, but he's not saying it in the video. So at the time, I went on Twitter, and I said, Pat, I think you should apologize to Gamester81. Pat said, I don't think so. We went back and forth. Pat blocked me. So I was the one that started the whole hashtag free Gamester81 back in the day, which was a major deal. Because Pat, again, is a bully, a narcissist, and an absolute prick. At the end of the day, John's about to tell us in the video here that he called Pat. Because if you look above John's head, there's something called the Game On Expo. Go ahead.
Pause. But keep in mind, he called Pat after Pat threw him under the bus and falsely accused him of shit. But continue.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, could you imagine somebody tries to ruin your career? Literally, ruin your career. Not apologize to you. Now, let me also just go from John's point of view, because he runs the Game On Expo, which is in Arizona, I believe, and it's been going since 2015. It's a major event. He's probably has a lot of money at stake in that. So John, Gamester81, I don't think he's the type of person that would go online and be like, fuck Pat and Ian. However, I'm not speaking for John, but I can say fuck Pat and Ian in honor of John in that regard. John didn't tell me to say anything like this. John never said anything. I have talked to him today about it. He didn't say a single thing bad about anybody. He just said, and I quote, I'm not reading it, but I quote, basically, it's better to forgive than keep spreading the drama. Which it might be if it was drama, John, and it really isn't. So, that's where we are in the situation here. And let's play the video and see what John did after he called Pat and Ian, which I think is also another... It speaks on John's personality of being such a nice person.
My penalization is hard, oh so lauding, and tickled.
Why was there a muscular man on my stream?
I don't know.
That was...
Adam, I love you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
We appreciate you, man.
Town Lord also said, listen, shove a lifetime supply of chicken wings up Ian's ass and make Pat eat Jack's salmonella dinner. Tommy's mom would be proud. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I know why he's saying his mom, because that was his shtick. Tommy Tellerico would always say his mom is proud. Like, he would say the same joke over and over again.
Of course. I mean, he's Italian. What else does he have except his mother now? Let's go.
And all that gets jazz, right? So I've been through this situation, and this is now happening with the Amico, which, on a side note, interesting enough, for those who don't know, Amico, it's actually the word, it's an Italian word meaning friend. I'm learning Italian. It's beautiful language on a side note. But anyway, Tommy was in charge. Now, Tommy, just like Mike, had a pretty good reputation in the gaming community, right? He was a music
It was starting to flounder even a little bit when it wasn't nearly as bad as it ended up being now, especially after the H-Bomber guy video, but it was starting to, people were starting to notice that like Tommy was a veneer is the best way to put it.
Yeah, so I should point this out as well. If you are Canadian, you probably know about Reviews on the Run, Electric Playground. That's a show that Tommy and Victor Lucas did in Canada.
Cucumbers.
It was massive. And I was lucky enough to become friends with Victor Lucas. Not Tommy, though, but Victor Lucas. So I have a lot of insight into their relationship, which I will not say a single thing about. But I will say that every single time I was around Tommy, the ego of Tommy is like...
incredible.
It's I've never seen anyone that has an ego that big. And at the time... back in the day, we didn't really look at Tommy as an egomaniac. We knew that he was full of himself, but it was still because we were, gamers out of Canada. You guys have to understand, we watched him after school. We watched him lunch breaks. He was sort of YouTube before YouTube was. He was a huge star in Canada. So it was hard to look at him and be like, this guy's an egomaniac. Because he wasn't really doing anything that was negative at the time. But...
at least publicly.
Yeah, at least publicly. There's lots of stories, but I remember being at Fan Expo once with Victor Lucas, and Tommy was somewhere around the building. And Tommy acted like it was lunacy. Like Victor Lucas is out on the floor meeting with people, and Tommy would like only come out at certain times, making a small little, like come out of a door because look at me, I'm Tommy. It was just ridiculous. We were supposed to interview him, and we were supposed to interview Tommy Tellerico. He agreed to it. And then he didn't show up. He's just gone. Didn't even answer us. So that was
he's a narcissist and an egomaniac, dude.
Yeah. So that's my sort of take with what Tommy really is in person. Is Tommy a superstar in Canada? Yeah. I mean, if you grew up in the 90s, 1995, 96, 97 in Canada, I know you guys are all probably from America, so this is irrelevant to you, but... it's like when you turned on your TV in the U.S. and watched your favorite reviewer, like, what was it, Arcade Top 10? Did you guys have that?
I don't even remember. I don't even remember any of the shows, because even as a kid, they all sucked.
Yeah. The only thing about Tommy was, it was like he was electrifying on the camera. When we were kids, like, I was like 14 years old watching Tommy on TV, like, review a terrible racing game.
Breasts.
And Tommy and...
Could you guys stack your units on top of each other so they look like a pair of lips?
Yes.
I need a kiss.
Oh my god.
Thank you. I appreciate that. $5 for that joke, Andy. I really... it's the best one of the night so far. You're winning. We love you, Andy.
So that, like, the thing though, he's electrifying now as an adult though. Like someone sticking their dick in an electrical socket. Like he's very...
well, he's irrelevant. He's irrelevant.
Not even that. He's been irrelevant since like 1999. Who cares about that? But I'm saying like he was very saccharine, very fake.
Oh, he's totally not. No. Well, listen, he's not fake. The Tommy that you see in all those Amico videos, that's him always 24/7, no matter what. He's a lunatic. He must have such trouble going to bed because he's constantly thinking like, oh man, I'm so good looking. I got a Ferrari. I'm so good looking. I did a Earthworm Jim soundtrack. I'm amazing. I had a successful show. It's all he talks about over and over and over.
He thinks he's way more important and way more. I mean, look, he has his accolades, man, and granted, I think he's having some financial tough times now, but
well, I don't know about that because you got to remember he
was auctioning off shit. It's pretty much confirmed it was him.
Well, he might have been auctioning shit off, but that doesn't mean he has no money. That could be me. That could mean anything. It's just
breasts.
He's got a lot of
my
money.
Serious question. I know you can't speak for other people, and if you don't want to answer this, feel free not to. But I have to know: does the angry video game nerd hate Pat too?
I never talked to James about that. I talked to James maybe about. I got a weird story about this. I was invited to roast the Angry Video Game Nerd in Boston, which is a whole story in its own right. But I hung out with Angry Video Game Nerd at least 4 or 5 times over my career on YouTube in person, in Toronto and in Boston, I believe. And James would never say anything about anyone. He's not that type of person. So there's no like dirt on Angry Video Game Nerd or anything. He's never said anything. He would not come and party with us. He was not that type of YouTuber. He would just come to the conventions, meet his fans. He's a little awkward, which is fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. And he'd leave. That's it. So nothing to say about Angry Video Game Nerd and Pat. I don't know their relationship, to be honest. I'm sure like they probably all feel the same way everybody else does, unless they don't. I don't know. I can't speak on it.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, he does, he's worked with him before. Hasn't he done a video with him relatively recently, too?
Yeah, I mean, they do videos together over the years, but that's usually just networking, like the network Screenwave probably put that together.
What does fucking the nerd, what could he benefit from fucking Pat?
Well, that's
not
it.
Fucking Pat. Oh, I'm sorry, Pat. I didn't. Let's not do it. I'm sorry.
Mike has subbed for 4 months. He says, I have subbed for 4 months. Thank you, Mike. Congratulations on your marriage, if you have one. Thank you.
TSP and the incident of May 1st is here.
Brad O'Gamer. So, yeah. It's... You know, I didn't reach out to any other YouTubers to say, do you want to say anything about this? Because the sort of retro gaming community, as you guys know, back in 2000, let's say 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, it's not the same as it was. None of us really talk to each other anymore. And that's mostly because a lot of them had egos in the first place. And as soon as somebody is making fun of me and I'm making fun of them, and it's on a balance and they understand the reason we're doing it. The reason we're doing it is because we love each other. You can get along with those people. But the moment some of these people start really trolling you and then you troll them back and they go, well, don't say that. And they go, stop it. Okay, well then why did you get into this in the first place? You can dish it out as Pat does, but you can't take it as Pat can't. So that's
it's like that guy I used to produce music for. He's exactly like that. It's
unreal.
He would fucking make fun of me up at if I said something back to him, he could go fuck himself now. But if I said, I'm a very uplifting person, aren't I? But if I said something back to him, oh my God, he would fucking cry, and then he would have to be like, yo, man, I'm from Yonkers, don't fuck with me. It's like, dude, I will shit on the hood of your car and you will do nothing about it.
Yeah, I mean, let's get back to the video.
But there's a lot more. Point being is that we're not going off the rails. The ego is like people think they're fucking celebrities on this platform. They could have like 5,000 subscribers and they think they should have a limo picking them up to go to the grocery store. Let's continue.
You know what? Though I'll say this, like when, you know how you used to have like 5,000 subs and I had like, I don't know, probably 30 or 40 or 50 at the time. Rich, remember those days?
Yes, I'm nodding my head yes as I'm drinking seltzer.
Oh, sorry. So, at some point in time, I had more subs than Rich, which is just the beginning. It doesn't mean shit. But, at the time, I remember having a conversation with Mike, who was a co-host on the show, and we had 50,000 subs or 40,000 subs, and at that time, that was like being a massive YouTuber.
Massive.
And I remember people meeting me and stuff, and I have to say, like, you do sort of question certain aspects of your own ego when you start to get a lot of people at once trying to get your attention. You start to think like, oh, we're getting big and people are coming up to us in the video game stores and conventions. It gets to your head, and then you have to step back and say, you're just some fucking guy in front of a camera. It's not like you made a film that's touching people's hearts, or you're a fucking, you know what I mean, an entertainer that's went on tour, or like a comedian, or you're not doing anything special. So that was the end of it for me. I was like, yeah, we're not ego. We're not.
I never had that at least with YouTube anyway.
No, well, that's the thing. I think no one realizes this, and I hope you guys enjoy this insight. But when Rich was like 3,000 subs, I reached out to him to fucking review Dead Space on our channel because I liked what he did. And I never, Rich, did I ever say to you, oh, we want something in return, or we want money, or we want you to shout us out on your videos? Or we were just friends. And I said, Rich, do you want to do a Dead Space video for our channel? And he's like,
I think I actually came to you. No, did I come to you with that? I don't.
You might have.
Matter.
Well, listen, it speaks on both of us because I don't know if you came to me or I came to you. I'd love to come on you, but the point is, I don't know who did, but we didn't even question it. I was like, yeah, Rich was there for us. We're here for him. And we put your review on our channel when we had way more subs than you. And I think it helped you a little bit. I remember you saying like, oh, I got a bump of subs out of it. And I was like, well, that's amazing. Great. Good job. Congratulations. So there's
Congratulations.
there's certain YouTubers I helped back in the day with like sponsorship deals and like flying out to Canada and driving out to Canada and going to video game stores and doing signings. Like AVGN came to ANC Games that I managed for a while. I don't know how long I managed the store. So we brought AVGN there. Mike Matei came down. He was cool in real life. Just don't read his comics.
Yeah, that comic. Oh,
yeah, let's not get into that. But he was a nice guy in real life. But my point is that there's certain YouTubers that I met back in the day that were just terrible fucking people, just assholes. All like
Cucumbers.
GameSack Joe, complete, and he's probably proud of it. One of the biggest assholes I met in my life, and he's probably proud of it. I don't even give a shit.
This is why I don't go to conventions. I have no interest in meeting most of these people. None.
No, I remember standing at Too Many Games next to Joe, and
Alex, thank you.
A couple of fans came up to him, and he gave him like a fucking death stare. Like the death stare was like, "Hey, listen, you son of a bitch, is like it's not that time to come up to me." And I remember being with somebody who you all would know, who has long hair and he's got a massive penis. And him and I looked at each other just like, whoa, this guy's...
He has long hair and a massive penis.
Yeah, just like me.
Okay.
Anyways, but you know what, though? I got to say about Joe, I'm not 100% sure he was being serious all the time with his, like, negative attitude. But him and I would get into it all the time because he thought he was better than everyone, and I would always push him down a peg. And that's why I'm saying it now, because he's not better than anybody. So if you're watching this, Joe, you're still not better than anyone. So just go back to bed.
And neither am I. Like, we're not saying that for at least...
No.
We're not saying that from an arrogant standpoint. It just, we're tired of the fucking egos. Jesus Christ, man. Egos. And I saw, I'll tell you later... You won't be surprised, Jay, but I won't mention it here. Someone that Pat seems to be buddy with, but anyway,
sorry, what?
You'll be 0% shocked. I'll tell you off stream. Someone that Pat seems to be buddy with.
Oh, let me think about this. I probably could come up with it. It's not
but
Metal.
I'm not gonna
Everyone's
say it
like it's Metal Jesus Rocks. Actually, it was. I don't give a shit. It was Alpha Mega Sin I was standing with. Alpha Mega Sin's one of the nicest people I've also met in real life.
Oh, so that's the dude with the huge penis?
It's huge. It's huge. It could take down a wall. You could throw like a fucking grenade at it, and the grenade would disintegrate. That's how big it is.
Use it as a weapon in a Souls game.
Noodles says, you guys both came. That's awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
We come all the time.
Who's got a bigger dick, Mike Matei or Alpha Mega Sin? Mike Matei has, because he's shown it before, unfortunately. Remember those days?
I heard that wasn't there rumors that wasn't his though. He just like got a pick to like fucking troll people.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's his. I can't confirm or deny that allegedly, so I don't know.
All right, so let's continue with this and stop talking about Mike Matei's penis because I really don't care.
Poser wrote a lot of some music for some great games, and
what's up?
Really, there's no reason to believe that he would basically come down to pass his mic, and he was so willing to release the console that it was almost to the detriment of the console, right? So unfortunately, now there's a big stark difference between the Chameleon and the Miko in the sense that in my situation, thank God no one put backing behind it financially, other than Mike, right? So Mike lost his shirt, I'm sure, financially. However, there was no pre-orders.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
They did try
Just like Tommy.
to do a Kickstarter, it failed. They may have done it like an Indiegogo, again, it failed. So no one lost any money. I didn't.
You're skirting over a real... You guys know the banger to the Coleco Chameleon, right? Where they were hoping no one would notice. They had a clear Atari Jaguar case because they got the mold for the Jaguar for cheap for whatever fucking reason.
He's about to talk about that.
Is he?
Yeah, because he got invited to go down there to watch it be revealed. So
all right, let me hear what he says, and then I'll finish the story if he doesn't say
I'll
it.
finish
put any of my
Thank you.
personal money into the company. Again, I was only involved in as far as a developer standpoint, right? We're going to release some games, and someone just comes out to you and says, "Hey, John, we want to port some of your games over to our console." And like at the time, Mike was telling me that this is when Toys R Us was around, of course, but he was like, "Yeah, we signed it. We're signing a big deal with Toys R Us. We're going to have the Chameleon in all the Toys R Us's, and that was a big deal, of course." And all these stories end up being lies, right? And then little did I know that, and I was so blinded the fact. Again, I was so invested emotionally into it that I wanted to believe it. To the point it was really detrimental to people who followed my channel,
Thank you, Andy.
and it was unfortunate. And again, I learned my mistake.
I love you,
and
Andy.
I feel like this is happening again with the Amico.
No, he missed the most important part. Or one of the biggest, the climax to the Coleco Chameleon. Climax on me, Jay.
No, he talks about that. He talks about what you're about to say.
Okay, I thought because
No, trust me. No, he does.
Oh no,
he does.
Pat and Ian, their podcast, Pat the NES Punk. Pat released a video about a week or so ago where it was a kind of Christmas
Mythical,
video,
I love
and
you.
He did kind of a spoof, and by the way, it's kind of well edited and kind of funny. And he did a parody, and he was kind of calling out some YouTubers, right? He was calling out Smash JT. He was calling out John Riggs, who's a good friend of mine. Brett Weiss, also a good friend of mine. And and basically call him out. And then he did a follow-up video, and him and Ian were complaining. And
I am
rightfully
Aaron,
so,
I love
and they
you.
were pissed at some of these.
It's kind of weird he didn't mention us.
Well, it's because
Not that
he's about to throw us under the bus.
Yeah, I know, but it's just weird. Like we were like one of the biggest parts of that video, I would say.
YouTubers.
Well,
some of them, on some of these YouTubers, I don't know, frankly, but some of them were calling them names and taking it personal and attacking Pat and Ian, which is dumb.
Why, John?
Well,
Gee, I wonder why. What did he say that like my family hates me and I'm gonna be alone? I have nobody.
that's the dig that he took at us. I think he says that a couple times in here, that he says we were dumb, which that's a opinion. That's fine with, maybe it is dumb. I don't know. I think that we're doing the exact same thing that Pat and Ian do to everybody else. I will admit that Rich and I have a sense of humor that definitely
It's brutal. We're fucking brutal.
Yeah, it definitely pushes limits on things because we don't give a shit. So it doesn't. I'm not doing this so I can get more subscribers or more views or better my career. I'm just talking. I'm not. There's no motive. So that's why.
Well, no, we're doing it to grow an audience.
Well,
here. But we grow an audience through being authentic and not giving a fuck.
Yeah, well, that's how you and I act every day. That's your show.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's our humor. That's like, you guys don't understand. When Rich and I are speaking off stream,
It's the exact same way.
there's no difference. He'll just be like, "Listen, touch my ass," and that just. I translate everything. I know what that means. That means he's about to go shower and eat, and I'll have videos in an hour. He doesn't need to say, "Hey, buddy, I'll have videos in an hour." We just talk that way.
Press.
Yeah, like that. So that's how it really works in the real world. So people are always saying that, like Rich and I are like overboard and all this stuff. That's just how we are. If you don't like it, we're not literally forcing you to watch it.
Yeah, that 100%, and that doesn't just go for like Pat and Ian, who were clutching our pearls and basically saying, not basically, they were trying to say we're homophobic. Fuck off. Just because you have the sense of humor of 75-year-old librarians, and Pat also has the hair of one, doesn't mean that everyone has to have your humor. I know you live in a narcissistic bubble, Pat and Ian, where the world should be according to you, but fuck off.
Well, the other thing I should add is like, let's take a joke. Let's just break down one of our jokes. When we're saying that
Intro guy's Thunder Thighs is in the chat, by the way.
I love him. When we're saying like things like Frank is taking it up the ass from Pat,
Cucumbers.
let's just be honest. That's not negative. I mean, it's those guys projecting, in my opinion. They see it as negative that we made a joke that they're having sex. It has nothing to do with being gay, if it's good or bad. It's unbelievable that these two literally are taking a joke that anyone can say because it's not a bad joke. It's just a silly, immature joke. And you know what? It makes Rich and I laugh, makes you guys laugh. You guys know that we're not fucking serious. When you're watching our streams, you must know that Rich and I are adults in the real world. But
But remember the mindset of what Pat and Ian were. They basically, they considered that Diablo Immortal video I did, which was super softball.
That wasn't even scratching the surface.
That was a declaration of war to them.
Yeah, well, it's also a declaration of views, right? Listen, when you're a relevant YouTuber, I could relate because I am one. When you're irrelevant and you still want to do YouTube, you'll do anything to get people to watch your show. And what's the cheapest, easiest way to get views on YouTube? It's called drama and causing drama. So these two, they're not original. They've done nothing that I would consider to be
Captain Baggin, let's not go there.
Yeah, they haven't done anything that's creative. They haven't done anything that's unique. Pat's never done a single thing on his YouTube show that I would consider to be creative. He's taken all of his ideas from other people. Yes, he became popular because he had a lot of games behind him. But when you're a YouTuber that doesn't have original ideas, you're taking all of your creativity from other YouTubers, you're stealing ideas from other YouTubers. Yeah, sure, Pat has his own little character that is a thing. But I'd like to hear one person that says, hey, I love AVJan and Pat the NES Punk. I mean, there's probably people that love him. I personally think it's not funny what he does. He doesn't think we're funny. But I don't make videos calling him homophobic because he's making jokes that I essentially don't like. So that's, again, I'm just going on a rant.
I know we're going in a hamster wheel, but like I said, I've had that tweet pinned, and I added Pat, as saying, hey man, you could bring all your grievances on my show, nothing's off the table. It's the same thing like I said to other YouTubers, when they don't have any ammunition to go against you with, they go and take digs that they can manipulate. Like the quartering saying, I swindled my house out of my parents. He doesn't fucking know it because he doesn't. If he can't, dude, I would steamroll him if I actually had an interview with him. But, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but realistically, you think that Pat and Ian would ever come on this stream or even we go on their stream and discuss things about what Pat's done in the past? It would be a laundry list of it's countless the things that he's done. The issues that Retroware TV had. Larry Bundy told us yesterday on Twitter that Pat threatened to beat him up at an expo. I mean, I can go on and on and on about the terrible things Pat has done, and nobody seems to talk about it. And somehow you and I are the true villains here because we're bringing up the fact that this guy who's a bully, a narcissist,
that is true, Smash,
and manipulative, he makes up things in his fucking videos. He's literally making things up about Rich, and that's what's pissing us off. If he didn't make up things and was just honest and hated us, fine. I doubt Rich and I would even go at him. But he's making things up. That's what you guys don't understand.
And a lot of people on Twitter are like, don't feed the troll. But like, Pat isn't a troll. It's not like I said on Twitter, Bob31721996 is the random Twitter handle with one follower is saying that I'm being homophobic, or a troll like on YouTube that has like 500 followers. Here's a guy, he's not relevant, he's irrelevant, but he has enough of a following that could spread and someone could take it out of context and I could get in trouble. And it's not true that I'm homophobic, it's false.
Yeah, so we have to come back at him. It's lunacy. And you know what? JT in the chat is saying, Pat makes up things about me as well, and it drives me insane. That's all Pat can do to get people to interact with the show. Can you guys imagine if Pat did not talk about drama on his podcast? What would the podcast actually be? It'd be two guys who love video games talking about video games. How many people would watch that? I guess a fraction of the people that are watching it now, just because drama. And somehow Pat, in his messed up mind, thinks that that is some sort of form of success. When anybody with a phone and a microphone and a video camera can make a video talking trash, and people are going to watch it. There's a reason why, like, fighting videos and violence and everything, there's a reason why it's so high on everything. You go on Twitter and you see like fights and all this, millions of views, because people in human nature just love drama. So he's just chosen the weakest link of his creativity to make a fucking YouTube show out of it. It's nonsense. So again, Rich and I are not going to put up with it, and he can literally eat a bag of giant penises if he wishes. Then what do we have? 100 bits here. Says, I'm not coming down here, Jay. Get scared of Dead Space. Dude, I'm terrified of it. By the way,
I gotta send you Dead Space still.
Oh, listen. If you send me that game, I'll send you a photo of me holding my Steam Deck, taking a steamy, cock out in the bathroom, just for you.
That sounds hot. Listen, don't listen to the articles, too, about it not working well on the Steam Deck. It actually works better on the Steam Deck than it does on the Aya Neo 2, which is more powerful. So I don't know what if someone, maybe Valve, stepped in and optimized it like they did with Elden Ring, but...
Optimize my ass.
I am going to optimize your ass. But it runs fine on the Steam Deck. So if anyone out there is questioning, I mean, it has a couple micro stutters here and there, but I think that's just it loading assets.
Thank you.
It has de novo.
Thank you, Retro Dragon. Listen, I'll load your assets.
Listen, load my assets. Put DRM on there that everyone hates, so people could crack it in 5 minutes.
Listen, my theory is that intro guy is still at your house. He's wet, he's naked and sweaty in the basement from all the sex you guys had. That's what happened.
Yeah, he'll be back here at 1 tomorrow, and I'll pound him in the ass again.
Listen, put him in the intro of the video you're recording tomorrow.
To my knowledge, really called out Pat me in, and that's not really my personality. If I had done in the past, maybe it was just like spur of the moment. But certainly, Pat and I have like manned up, and we've like I called him. So at the time, basically go back in time.
Oh God, he called him.
I know that's what's so sad about this, man. It's like I could easily get Pat's phone number easily within 5 seconds. You think if I called Pat and said let's talk this out, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, sure." Like it just wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen.
No, he would tell you he would either hang up on you or like scream at you, not let you get a word in edgewise, and hang up on you because that's Pat.
Listen, edge with me for 3 hours.
I can't picture anyway. Let me not go there. Let's just keep going. It's a family friendly show. I have a bird in front of me.
Listen, Christian.
When the whole thing with Chameleon was happening, I actually reached out to Pat personally. I called him on his cell phone. I said, "Look, we talked. We hashed it out. I apologize for doing that video and kind of explain my side of the story because look, there's always two sides of the story."
He
right?
fucking apologized to Pat. It's unbelievable.
Pat essentially tried to make it like he was part of the, I was about to say Amico, Freudian slip. How do I get Dead Space to work in a Steam Deck? Just curious. By buying it and downloading it. It just works. That's
Thank you, New York. Love you, New York. It just works.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be a dick. You just download it and install it like any other game. It'll have a question mark, but that's it. It works fine.
So I know deep down, like, I thought I was, like, in the right because I knew, like, my intentions were sincere, right? And they always had been. And then...
So why did you apologize?
Well, because he's really nice. I mean, I'm not making this up to be jokey, but this guy is so unreal. Like, he puts everybody before himself. Even if it doesn't make sense, he doesn't. There's no way to explain that.
You tried to permanently ruin my reputation. I'm sorry.
Listen.
Fuck him. Not John.
Yeah, not John. Remember, guys, John also runs the Game On Expo, and he doesn't want to get involved in drama, and I totally agree with him. And again, if you're just tuning in, you're seeing John on the screen. This is not us bashing John, nothing like that. It's just us watching his a video he made and disagreeing. That's it.
Well, that's a good point. Like,
Yep.
yeah, if you're running an expo, you want to, like, because the more people that go to your expo, the more financially beneficial it is to you.
Well, that's exactly what's going on there. Tickled TV says, Pat gives me serious Tickled TV vibes. He's always the victim. Yeah, he is always the victim. It's like...
I am thoroughly tickled.
Sorry.
By the way, somebody said they like my hoodie. This hoodie is fucking amazing, by the way. It's got John Carpenter down the side. The back has a logo. Anyways, I love it. Touch me. Let's go.
Pat seems to give thoroughly. Yeah, he's always the victim. It just like, dude, they're different. Like, not. I know Pat has like left-leaning political views, kind of like me. But he's in terms of personality, he's just like the Quartering. Like, he's always the victim. He's always right. If he can't be objective, like I hate Quantum and I hate the Quartering, but if they're right about something, I'll be like, hate to say it, it kind of made sense. Do you think Pat would ever do that? Never.
Angry Platypus is saying your channel's dead. I don't know if he's talking about mine or yours.
Cucumbers.
I don't think he realizes I don't do my channel anymore, so that would make sense. And if he's talking about yours,
you should go look at the past few videos.
Yeah, the last 10 videos. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh no, Abby's breast milk is here.
Abby has subscribed. Thank you. Also, who said that? They probably have a small penis and are just angry.
Well, his name's Angry Platypus 84, so it's an older dude. It's probably Pat, but who knows?
We're gonna say that Angry Small Penis 84, because your dick is small. I don't have to know who you are. Your dick is small.
And, you know, so anyway, I hashed things out with Pat. I didn't do like a video and like call him out, and so I kind of feel, and I want to give some advice for some.
Why is that's where he's like not saying our name but throwing us under the bus.
Yeah, that is another little dig at us. Well, I mean, not necessarily at us. It could be anybody, but. So Angry Platypus, can somebody get rid of Angry Platypus in the chat because he's a loser?
No, what is he saying before?
I don't know. He's just.
I don't really like banning people unless they really go out of control. You guys know that.
No, he's critiquing me. He's not allowed. Soldier Crusader, 100 bits. By the way, that was a joke on DSP in case you're slow. Says, listen, Dead Space runs at 1440p, 30 frames on PS5. It's true. And 1080-60. The developer stated that would run at 4K 30, but it's not. Let me add in that I'm playing it on PS5, and it runs like a... By the way, you don't need to buy it for me. I bought it on PlayStation. Thank you. I love you.
How does it run?
It runs like gold. Not a single... It's playing in... I'm not in performance mode, and I've noticed nothing. So...
1080p 60, yuck.
Says the developer stated, when I first played it for a few hours, it was a good game, but needs current gen quality. But I need the current gen quality. Developers should not make promises if they can't keep them, which I agree with, and hold my shit for a few hours and then get 3 farts. What? Allegedly.
Yeah, don't ban Platypus. You know, like, it takes a lot for me to want to ban somebody.
No,
so do not ban Platypus.
Sorry, I don't think people understand. When we say ban somebody in the chat, it's a Phil joke. Remember, guys, Phil was saying ban anybody in the chat that says... What was he saying again? What was the joke?
I don't know. There was one person that was going way out of control. He had the ban, but... That was it.
Unless they're in the chat really going nuts, don't ban them. I'm doing Phil jokes, guys.
Yeah, because that I like having a free chat unless it get, like I said, someone really has to.
Some YouTubers who are in this situation where, you know, they've been called out from Pat, and look, I mean, they don't need to take my advice, but I wanted to do a video, and I was kind of debating even if I should do this video, to be quite honest. And one of the things that my advice, something I...
Why is this person? Hold on one second.
What?
It may have something to do with...
What?
Hey, I don't know if you've seen Pat and Ian's latest video, but they're running ads for erectile dysfunction. I'm not...
I did see that video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I'll finish that later. They're running ED ads, which that's no big deal. But yeah, they're running it. They're running like Roman or something like that. Can you not get hard? Pat can help you with that. Just remember, everybody, Pat Contry can help you get hard. That's what he does. What he does is he takes one of like the Cialis pills and he gets a really hard dong and then he shoots a rope in his hair. That's why it looks like that does. True story.
Oh God. Put your mic
I've
down.
learned
So
for those who are going through the same situation, whether it's through this situation or just in life in general, it's a never good thing to add fuel to the fire or to the drama, in my opinion, right? Life's too short for that.
Yeah, but you literally let them almost destroy your career and you call them up and apologize. Like, that's not something, like, first off, I do this for a living. I like making terrible people feel miserable for a living, and I'm proud of it.
Orange Yoshi, 100 bits says, is it bannable offense if Rich plays games on easy?
Oh my God! Did you ever? We'll talk about it later. DSP crying and getting really offended that someone thought he was playing on
Cucumbers.
Speaking of which, True Dark Mason, whoa! Thank you for becoming a subscriber. I appreciate it, man.
Love you, buddy. Superboy in the chat just says I came in my basement.
So did I.
Okay, let's go.
That kind of stuff, right? So my situation, I kind of man up, and it was hard. It was a hard pill to swallow. I called Pat. We hashed it out. I have no ill will towards Pat and Ian. I mean, they said some stuff about me that.
Oof. You should. You should almost more than anybody.
Were frankly not true, and but
See,
it is what it is.
There you go. So play that back again so we
What
can hear
was
that.
it?
Play it back a couple seconds here. Listen to this, guys.
I have no ill will towards Pat and Ian. I mean, they said some stuff about me that were frankly not true, and but it is what it is. It was in the heat of the moment. I get it. I mean, their channel, they talk about hot topics.
He should have fucking sued them. He may have even had a case. He should have
Cucumbers.
fucking sued them. Thank you, Atlas26. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Let me just put that out there. But, and I know defamation is tough, but that's, I don't know, man. That's fairly cut and dry. But let's continue.
Topics, right? Which, good for them. They've grown the channel in doing that. I've met them several times. They've come out to Game On Expo, which is a show I run in Phoenix, several times. I met them most recently in Portland Retro Game Expo in October of last year. We're very cordial. They're certainly welcome to come back to Game On Expo. I mean, there's no ill will towards them at all. On the other side, I see the other side as well, right? I see with Brett and John, and kind of see what other channels were,
Other channels. Why can't you say our channel?
Well, because we're joking in an extreme way, and he doesn't want to bring that to his channel, which, again, look above his head.
He doesn't want to bring that to the expo, too.
Which is fine with me. I'm not going to give him shit for that. If I had a business and still wanted to talk about this, I would. By the way, I just got a message from Apid Eric. It says, "Are you live with Rich?" Yes. Wow. Does he want to come in? Does he want to come and talk about Pat?
Oh, God, please. I would love my own ass.
But if he's messaging me that, I wonder why he's messaging me that.
Ate shit, Eric. What exactly did Pat do besides being a cringe lord? Dude, you have no idea the lore. Jay could tell you even more than me.
It goes on. And Solid Crusader says, "Can I get 3 farts and 3 any sounds?"
A very intelligent brain.
There you go.
Smash TV, while they were so dedicated, some of these channels literally invested thousands of dollars into it, right? In the case of Smash TV, he invested $1,000 into the Miko. And he even come out and said that he was in the wrong, and he realizes that the system's probably not going to come out, and
everyone realized Tommy is a fucking liar and a con artist. And
had the wool over his eyes, like what happened to me, right? But my advice to those folks is the worst thing you can do right now is get defensive, and the worst thing you can do is call out Pat and Ian and
why? So just why? Does Pat have nudes of fucking people? Why is everyone so afraid of him? He's like the quartering of the nerd retro gaming community. Like, whoa, don't talk about him. Like, what is it? Will he like stick his dick like against my window and scream? Like, why is everyone so fucking like? Is he really known to be that? I think that's part of it. Like, everyone's like, they know he's so off the fucking rails, they don't want to talk about him. Can I get 10 consecutive congratulations? I just shat a huge log. Yes.
Congratulations.
That was probably like 30, but
Eric saying that I said, why would you want to come on? He goes, I don't want to shit talk anyone. I said, well, what do you want to do? And he goes, let's talk about how we touch tips, and I'll come on and confirm that we did. Then I'll talk about your edging video.
listen. Listen. Everyone should be talking shit about Pat. But let's continue.
He won't.
Call names.
No one will, but that's the thing. That's what I was just saying.
He's talking about the fact that my edging video was not played, like no one saw it, but they heard the audio of it. At too many games, there were like 600, 700 people on stage. It was great. Alpha did that. I still laugh to this day. Right after it was finished, 700 people had no idea what they just heard, and I just announced to the audience that that was me.
What's up, the Night Richard? How are you? I'm out of my fucking mind right now. It's all the weed sinking in.
And going back and forward, that is certainly not good for the community. That's not going to help. You are not going to...
Oh, there's this fucking drama. And I'm so... The community. I'm not just saying this towards John. I'm saying this in general. I don't care if you work at fucking Macy's, you're a YouTuber. The drama is everywhere. Like, we need to stop that everyone's a good person. Like, once you reach 18 and get out of high school, like, everyone's level-headed and sane. Like, no, there are awful people that need to be called out, and they need to be fucking... It was a good edging video. Listen, Eric, I am going to shit on your beard. Why? I don't know. I just want to.
Can you turn out... Somebody donated 100 bits, says, Captain, can you imagine Pat turning out to be crazier than Quantum? I mean, listen... I'm not going to talk about that. Do I think it's possible? Absolutely. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, well, he threatened to beat up Larry Bundy Jr. I don't think... I mean,
well,
he doesn't have the same psychotic views as Quantum. Quantum is fucking insane.
But you got to remember, Larry Bundy has admitted to writing some terrible things about YouTubers back in the day. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually deserved it at the time. And he also came on here and said that he did do it, and he apologized to a bunch of people. I don't know if he ever apologized to Pat, but back in the day, Larry deserved that from Pat. So I'll be on Pat's side for that one, because I know what happened in that case, which is another drama scenario that we won't talk about, because that was just drama.
Man, it's amazing how, like, that's what I'm saying. If you think that being an adult, that there is no drama, even if you don't, like, people were trying to say, someone was trying to say on Twitter that Spawnwave.
Oh, I saw that.
I'm like, Spawnwave is like the least. Spawnwave is less drama than John, if that's possible.
It's like he has none. He's got zero.
People are trying to say, like, how, like, that's the thing. There's people out there that think that people could spur negativity about anybody. Anyway.
Change.
Yeah, he's such a drama queen.
Yeah,
Spawnwave.
Fucking Spawnwave. Unreal. What a drama queen. Like, watch, Pat's going to make a video saying, JKB and Rich call out Spawnwave for being a drama queen.
Well, he is stupid, so.
People's minds at this point. Opinions of you.
Eric says in the chat, we should all just have an orgy. Too much sexual attention. Eric, come on here and talk about Pat. No nuts. You don't have the nuts to do it. I'm sure you've got some great Pat stories.
Listen, we need to let Eric know that a friend of mine, his co-workers, one went up in a tree, the other one laid under where the person was up in the tree.
Here we go.
Put cellophane on their chest and had them take a shit. They said it was nothing sexual. They were just bored on their lunch break. They got caught doing it.
Here we go.
And they were very awkward around their employees, and no, they were not fired.
And listen, the secret part of that story is there was no office. It was just Rich and I at his old office.
Yes, that actually is what happened. We just went, like, there was actually a bathroom back there, and Jay just shit on my chest.
Have you ever thought about that fucking story you keep telling? Like,
yeah,
what
it's
actually happened there? Like, could you imagine, like, a single parent mom is like going into the store to buy something for her kid and looks over and just sees a man shitting on another. Like, they go to jail. Like, it's so messed up.
Well, look at Blippi too. I know we're kind of saying the same story we said, but that one I'll never get over. That is amazing. That he just fucking blew projectile diarrhea on another man's bare ass and balls.
I don't know.
Blippi? You don't know about Blippi?
No, I know about 8-Bit Eric.
Listen, I'm going to shit on your ass and balls. Let's continue this video because Pat'll say we didn't want to finish it. Remember? That was what he said.
Listen, Pat, I'll finish you. Let's go.
Don't, please.
What? Listen, I'm allowed, because of the fucking power of freedom of speech, to say, Pat, I'd love to finish you off. You can deal with it. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'd love to.
Yeah, but it sounds to him he's going to cry and say it was a threat.
Well, he'll cry when I finish him off, too. Oh, yeah, a threat. I'm threatening him with joy in his life. Get real.
He's not threatening violence because he could insinuate that is what I'm saying. You're saying finish him off.
Listen, I'll finish him off, and then I'll finish Eric off. 8-Bit Eric, back to back.
Say you want to fluff him. Don't say you want to finish him off.
I'm finishing him off. No, sorry. Oh, I get what you're saying now. I don't mean finish him off in a negative way.
Yeah. I'm like, do you realize that could be misinterpreted?
Yeah, sorry.
Right?
Abby's breast milk says.
Oh no, here we go.
Play the music.
I'll play the music.
Do you want to read it or me?
You could read it this time. I always suffer.
Hey, mate. Here we go. I'm gonna read it word for word so you guys, you know this is real. I have realized that.
I'll read it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not reading it wrong. I'm reading it as he wrote it.
I know, but I want to read it with the passion that Abby wants.
Okay, breast milk.
He wants passion.
Breastfeed it.
I have realized that in my work, Rich, the coworkers get into fights with freaking customers sometimes. And there was this one guy that just don't know how to talk to people. And he shouts at people. And he's from the hood. Not sure if shouting is normal, but not in any work. And Pat and Ian are a pussy POS.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Oh my God! I love Abby's.
I love Abby. I love Abby.
I call him Abby's breast milk. I love him.
Yeah, you just need to bring your sister's breast milk to work to intimidate people.
Abby's got a very intelligent brain.
A very intelligent brain.
Listen, Eric, no nuts. Come on here, talk shit about YouTubers. No nuts. Tell the story about how you almost fought everybody. Let's tell that story. Let's do it. No
what
nuts.
The fuck? This is why I don't go to fucking conventions, man.
Oh, if I told the actual stories of conventions, you guys would be like, "What in the hell?" Listen, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Wink, wink, Eric. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. PM my chest and then tell me that it's raining.
I'll be honest. I lost a ton of subscribers when that chameleon stuff happened, and even since then, I'll be truthful right here. Like, my channel has not grown. It was growing really, really fast up to that point, and then after that, it's kind of plateaued.
Yeah, it's almost like there were two narcissistic social fucking rejects that are complete fucking failures, and one looks like he has a dead raccoon on his head that lied about you. It's almost like they're pieces of shit, and they're almost like, anyway, let me stop and look at my phone because I'm going to be a nice person because I'm a nice guy, Pat. I swear.
Eric, come on the stream. Tell some stories. You don't have the nuts. Come on.
Listen, Pat decided, I need to find the person who told him. I'm not saying that I am a great-looking dude. I know I'm not. But who told him that hair looks good? Like, is he doing it?
Nobody did.
Like, I'm hoping that he's get, like, some really hot woman that's just like, yo, I love that your hair looks like a helmet. That's the only thing I could think of.
8-Bit Eric. Eric, do me a favor. Send me Pat's phone number. We'll call him live. You don't have the nuts to do it. No nuts.
Dude, let's call. Dude, I would so talk to him. Oh my God.
I'd probably get his phone. I could get his phone number easily. I could.
Wouldn't he say that we're doxing him?
No, he would 100% say it. He'd say it instantly. So I'm not even going that way.
Yeah, because he wants nothing to do with talking to us real time because it would make him look like the biggest asshole that everyone knows he is on the planet.
I've learned to deal with that. It is what it is.
Like the quartering said, me commenting on him is borderline criminal. He could fucking blow me too.
I don't know if it's the chameleon thing. I mean, people's interests change. I've kind of focused more time on my game on Expo and Collector Vision Games and other projects anyway, and I still love my channel, don't get me wrong, but it's not my, I mean, this channel is great. It's a hobby. I still have my full-time job, right? So it's not like this is my everyday paycheck kind of situation, right? And so I've kind of learned to step back. I've learned to get away from the drama. It's a never a good thing to be involved in the drama, right? I mean, my channel's never been about drama. I'm not a clickbait kind of channel. I don't do videos to talk about hot topics because I certainly...
Yeah, but that's not him taking shots at us. I don't think so.
What is wrong with getting views on YouTube?
Oh, yeah,
Why
yeah,
is
yeah.
it that everyone makes it like, what is wrong with talking about a fucking topic that people are interested in that will help you in the algorithm? Does anybody upload videos just to jerk off to themselves and get one view? No. People upload. Why the fundamentals of YouTube is to upload videos in hopes that people will view it. So what you'll do is do something that people may be interested in. Can we stop making that like that's a bad fucking thing? I'm not saying John's doing that, but I see people doing it all the time. DSP. And it's like, so don't upload anything then. I'm not uploading it for views. Yes, you are, because then you don't want people to view it, so you make your video, watch it on VLC, and get hard over it. Like, shut the fuck up with this. I don't want views. Don't upload to YouTube then. Let's continue. This is not towards John. I'm just saying to people who do it in general.
They could, and I'm sure I could get a ton of subscribers doing that, right? But when I do that, then they're going to do a video and go back and forth, and it's not good for everyone because
Cucumbers.
when people do these videos, they only share their side of the story, right? And people are going to believe what they believe, right? People who follow Pat and Ian are going to believe their side of the story, right? And when there's actually two sides of every story, there's always two sides of every story. My story back with the Chameleon was, I told you, I mean, I was working with Mike. I thought things were good. I end up things are bad, not so good. I pretty much haven't talked to Mike
hothead.
since that's happened. I don't even know where Mike is at this point. I don't have any ill will towards Mike. I did at the time. I was really bitter and I was really upset with Mike because I felt like I was stabbed in the back. Now,
you should still be angry at it. Not saying like lose sleep over him. Yes, move on with your life, but that guy was fucking garbage. Like I said, he tried to get one of my videos taken down because I was criticizing the Calico Chameleon. Wow, I wonder why.
My cat fucking jumped to her death, didn't she?
Your cat jumps to her death every day. Your cat, Rich, I am interested in Jay. I find him fascinating. I like long walks in dark forest and no pants.
Listen, I'm at the point in my life where I'll take anyone, so let's go.
Listen, intro guy may be willing. He's going to be here. He could go into top bunk with him and fuck him in the ass. Let's go.
Listen, I'll be honest. If I flew down there, I'd get in the hot tub with him. Thank you to Not Moondust. He says, fella got a resub. We appreciate it. Hell of a Valentine. Thank you. Oh, Abby's breast mug.
Here we
Abby's
go.
breast milk. Go ahead. You read it again.
As a format YouTuber, I can confirm that people and kids get jealous of your videos if your videos get likes and more views than their version does. And he is former investor of the Calico Chameleon. He's not an investor. John didn't put any money to. He was going to make a game for it.
No.
He didn't have any financial investment in it, Abby.
Not Moondust just says in the chat, Jay, how big is your dick?
Oh, I thought he was like whipping it out to measure it. That's what the sound was. Like, wait a second. I thought he was like looking at his pads and he's like, all right, let me get hard for a second, see what happens.
Well, this isn't Sunrise Records. I'm not going to put a record on it. I'm not going to put a record on it and play the record for you.
Your dick has to be ridiculous if you could put a fucking CD.
Listen, 8-Bit Eric has seen it. He's seen the videos. Eric, write in the chat, what do you think of it? I want to hear. That's odd. Let's go.
Thank God. I think my reputation's recovered, right? I don't think people look at me and I'm sure there's some people who hold grudges, whatever, but those who know me deep down, I know those who have worked with me, whether it's through my channel here, who've met me, who've worked with me.
You're one of the nicest guys on the planet.
Game on Expo or...
Which makes what Pat and Ian did even worse. It just shows you that they don't care, unless. What happened?
Abby's breast milk in the chat says, "How many inches is your dick, Jay?"
Dude, he's from Canada. It would be centimeters up there, right? Or well, yeah, centimeters. You guys,
I'll tell you. At one point in it, it's as thick as an Oreo. So think about that one.
Oh, fuck off! You're lying.
I swear to God. Ask Eric.
How is your dick as? I mean, he probably has.
Well, an Oreo's like, an Oreo's not huge.
Why did Pat target this guy? Because he
not
was
thick, not thick, round, the circumference, for God's sakes.
He was excited for the Coleco Chameleon with the scam artist Mike Kennedy, who's a piece of shit and a piece of garbage, and I hate him too. I hate a lot of people. Fuck Mike Kennedy. He was innocent. He was just
allegedly
excited for it. And he wanted to develop a game, which ended up developing for the SNES.
How many millimeters is your dick? Rich, how big is yours? I'll say how big mine is.
Listen, I have a small dick.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Period. End of discussion.
Why am I fucking convinced you're lying and it's huge?
Why would I lie about the size
You're
of my dick?
Italian.
I don't care. I don't care that I have a small dick.
I care about how fucking big it is.
Look, I have zero issues with it. Works fine. I use my penis to rewind
obviously,
cassette
you have
tapes.
children. It works.
Like, it depends. Like, you could still have a big dick if it's a VHS tape.
Let me think about what you just said.
If it's a compact cassette tape, then you have a tiny penis then.
On the development side, they know that I really put people above me in many cases, right? I love the relationships. I mean, relationships and treating other people the way they want to be treated is super important to me. That's kind of my values of how I live.
I don't. I hate people. That's why I don't go to conventions. I stick to my little group, and I'm good.
Rich and I have never met each other. Is that weird?
I've never met Jay in real life.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
We almost did. But we won't get into that.
Listen, come to the top bunk with Matt.
Why am I stroking my beard looking at Abby in the chat? Well, I'm doing this.
You got to stroke your beard, and you got to stroke Intro Guy's beard tomorrow. He's coming tomorrow. Yes, Intro Guy will be here for a few days this week again, which is a pleasant surprise. So expect some awkward man streams with men.
Listen, Intro Guy is one of the sexiest men that's ever been on our stream.
Listen, I want him to just come to the top bunk and let out a fart like this in my face. This is a real fart from his ass. I still can't believe I didn't time stretch that. I want that kind of fart in my face, Matt, tomorrow. All right, let's go.
Okay. Life, essentially, and that's super important to me. But just want to share my story. At one point, Tommy had reached out to me, Tommy Tellerico, and he was like, "Hey, John, we'll do City Hunter and the Caverns of Death for the Miko. But here's what we want. We want you to hand draw the graphics like Cuphead. Basically, we want you to redo the music." It was a lot of work, but even then, I reached out to my team at Collector Vision Games, and we're like, even if we could, it would be a lot of money and time to do that, but even if we wanted to, we decided to pass, to be honest, because we learned our lesson with the Chameleon. We certainly didn't want to go down that path again.
Wait, Television came up to him to try to make a game?
Yeah, Tommy did, I guess.
Oh, hey, I could just picture that phone call because I know I've gotten the, "Hey, John, did I ever tell you that my cousin's Steven Tyler and I have a Ferrari?"
DSP Salt Mine, 69 bits. Thank you. I'm going to use those later to think about you. It says I use my penis. I use my penis to rewind cassette tapes. That's small.
Well, no, it depends. If it's a VHS tape, if he's talking about cassette tapes, we're talking about that era. So if it's a compact cassette, like for listening to music, yeah, your dick is small. It could be fairly decent in circumference if it's a VHS tape.
What? I got one right here. That's still small. It's like nothing.
Well, dude, then your dick is the size of your dick has the circumference of a frisbee.
No, it's as round. It's like as round as an Oreo.
Listen, I'm at the Fire Giant again in Elden Ring. I want to use your dick as a weapon. And I'm going to get my Mimic Tier. I'm going to use your penis to kill the Fire Giant. Let's go.
Let's go.
I've done a couple videos in the past on the Miko.
What the fuck are we even talking about?
I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know.
How did I just go from using your penis to fight the fire giant in Elden Ring?
I mean, drugs.
The fucking dude, the fire giant's no joke, man. His shield goes like 7 miles, and he smashes you with it once, and it's like it's a wrap.
Listen, my ropes go 7 miles.
Listen, shoot ropes on the fire giant and kill him for me.
Nico, I think my most recent one was posted like 10, 11 months ago with like.
Could you imagine if that was like a fucking Ashes of War? You just sit there shooting ropes on the fucking like the fire giant.
I'd name my character Rope Master.
No, that would be the achievement.
Rope Master.
Rope Master. My good friend Jeffrey Wittenhagen, and we basically talk about like how both of us even then thought that the Miko wasn't going to come out. They have not officially said that the system's done, right? You can still go to the website, you can still pre-order them, the systems and consoles.
Of course they will, because they're trying to recoup money still. You'll never get that fucking system.
The reputation is tarnished, though, to be honest, and that's kind of the sad thing at the end of the day, is you have the ColecoVision brand.
Tarnished.
Yeah, I know.
Tarnished. Dude, tarnished, that's the biggest understatement of fucking 2023.
Come here.
Tommy fucking took his Steven Tyler related ass cheeks, spread him, and took a shit on the Intellivision name. The name is fucking dirt now. Absolute dirt.
John tells a story about the name and everything, and it's actually quite sad.
The Intellivision brand, which are iconic retro gaming brands, and because of the Chameleon and because of the Miko, those.
Why is this man looking very apish? Of course, that's something Google Fish would say. He'll probably send me a picture of a man's ass in about 30 seconds, too.
Those names and brands have been hit. Keith Robinson, who used to own Intellivision, he's rest in peace. The man has passed away, unfortunately, several years ago.
That was the guy who owned the IP, right? Of Intellivision?
He
was trying to keep it alive.
Guest at Game On Expo, year 1, 2015. He came out, flew in, I picked him up, we went to Firehouse Subs, and one of the nicest guys you will ever meet, honestly. And I know he's probably rolling in his grave, seeing the situation, seeing the name get dragged through the mud as it's happening now.
Duct tape your penis to Rich's and blow a load into his urethra. Rich can then choose to blow it back and forth, or blow it into another hole. Love you guys and intro guy.
Are we fucking playing jizz ping pong? It's like jizz pong.
Sometimes I look at what we've created in this stream and I think,
dude, that's what they should have came out with for the Amico, jizz pong. They would have had Tommy on one side, you would have had Pat on the other side, and it would have just been shooting ropes at each other. Instead of a ping pong ball, it would be ropes. And it would just be, all you would hear was moaning back and forth between Pat and Ian.
Can I get a Frank Rope story, please? With music, please.
All right. Actually, what music do you want with this?
I want whatever fits.
Oh,
yes.
Listen,
dude, give it to me.
All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna play rope shooting pong. I'm gonna sit on one side of the room in the love seat. You're gonna sit in the recliner. You're gonna pull down your pants. You're gonna whip out your cock and balls and see who shoots a rope on the other person. Then we'll eat some strufoli. Whoever shoots the most ropes gets the most strufoli.
Boobies, breasts.
That's the greatest thing we've
Breasts.
ever done on the stream.
Breasts.
That's the best thing.
Breasts.
Oh God.
Breasts.
It's the music
Breasts.
that helps, man. That music.
Breasts.
Sorry, I was going a little overboard there.
You remember the time that you got so high on the stream that you said that Peter North made the score for Skyrim?
Yes. Listen, Peter North has a big dick, shoots huge ropes, and is a fantastic composer. He actually was shooting ropes while composing the soundtrack for. I was about to say Elden Ring.
Yeah, I see. I knew it. You're out of your fucking mind again.
Oh yeah, he's working for From Software now. Him and his bigger red cock are composing music for the Elden Ring sequel. Oh man. Anyway, we're never gonna get. This is why, Pat. Oh, this brings up another point that stupid fucking helmet-headed fuck said. Okay. they didn't want to finish the video because, like, dude, shut the fuck up, Pat. I know we brought up this point before, but you see how it's applying right now? We don't get through videos because I just go off the fucking rails. It's not that we were hiding it, dude. I've talked about the fucking shit interviews I did with Tommy a billion times. Shave your head, stop combing in your hair, and come back down to reality.
Do you guys feel that we have a very unique show? I think we do. Like, what other YouTube show, live show, or Twitch, or whatever we're on, talks about shooting ropes and has donations saying, let's play it again. This is a real donation.
Oh, what the fuck?
Breasts.
Jay, duct tape your penis to Rich's and blow a load into his urethra. Rich can then choose to blow it back and forth, or blow it into another hole. Love you guys and intro guy.
He'll be back tomorrow, man. I'm actually psyched.
Somebody says this show scares me.
It should scare you. You should be real.
Listen, let's get
really
manicured.
scared.
Let's get manicured together.
Listen, let's put a hole in this bird. It's not a real bird, so we can talk about it. Let's fuck this bird. We could both fuck it, and then we'll send it to Pat at a convention after we fuck it.
I mean,
oh my God! Listen, I'm gonna come to a convention.
Somebody ban me. Get me out of here
with a cum-filled bird and hand it to Pat because I love him.
Could you imagine we actually just went to his table at a convention, you and I? And just
I would so do it.
And just film it. Like, what would he be able to do?
Listen, I wouldn't fuck the bird. We were just kidding.
Yeah, you would do it. You'd suck your own tits, though.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I just like went to the convention that Pat was at and just took off my shirt and just sat next to him and just looked at him, and it just said nothing. Like, what would he do?
Shoot a rope. Now let's get the video going.
Listen, I'm gonna sit next to Pat shirtless.
You just crashed the computer,
which is unfortunate. Now, the irony of it all, right, is
Rise next to me.
People who are getting defensive with Pat and Ian and calling them out,
here we go.
Calling them names. My opinion, they're getting mad at the wrong person, right? They're getting mad at Ian and Pat.
How is it the wrong person would like essentially Ian was saying that you're a horrible fucking human being and you're going to die alone, and that he was lying saying that he has some damning DMs, which I have given him full permission for 6,000 times to come out with him, Chief.
So he says damning DMs? I thought he just said. I thought
he's like, I had your DMs and what you're like. You're gonna like. He was making him like. You guys heard it. We'll go watch it again.
No, I know.
Cares?
And again, I already know what the DMs are because I've already said what they are. It's me talking to him about depression and how I was depressed at the time and how he dealt with it and how I dealt with it. And maybe I said some things like, I'm sad and I thought about killing myself at the time. And he thinks that that's some sort of important message between us that he's going to release and say, look at Jay. He was suicidal at some point. Like,
And I've never even fucking really, like, we've maybe DM'd, like, about, like, frivolous shit, but that's it. And he knows it. Like, I would confide in, I don't talk to anybody. All the talking I do is right here in front of this camera. Outside of this camera, I don't want to talk to anybody. Like, stay the fuck away from me. I talk too much.
So, wait a minute. I got a question to the chat, because some people are coming in here saying, can somebody explain what's going on in a nutshell? If somebody in the chat could just explain in a nutshell, that'd be great. Because we can't go over the whole thing. I could
Quinn,
go.
how are you?
Yeah, it's impossible to go over this whole saga of Pat the NES.
Yeah, we would be here
implants.
for another 3 hours.
Listen, take your wig off. Get Frank to come down there. Frank will shave his mustache onto your head. It'll get glued on. That's how you'll have new hair.
Yeah, thank God, man. I could use some beautiful flowing locks.
That's just a weird relationship, man.
It's their fault. Ian and Pat are very opinionated, and that's just their channel. That's who they are. It is what it is, right?
No, that
they
isn't
shouldn't
how
take their
they're...
aggression out of them. What they should do is take their aggression out on Tommy. Honestly, if anything, they should be mad at the people with Amico who are making the decisions, these poor decisions. I mean, the parallels are crazy, right? I was invited to the New York Toy Show, back in, when the Chameleon was coming out. Thank God I didn't go. That was the weekend where, people looked at the back and they found out it was basically a Super Nintendo console in a Jaguar casing. and that was a huge debacle. So thank God I didn't end up going to that event. But again, like
Let's see if he says the banger though.
same kind of thing with Amico. Like there's probably Raspberry Pis in that thing playing with demos. I don't know. I wasn't there.
I heard I heard it's an orange pie they had at events.
Pause what he just said though. He just said that the Amico had. He goes. The Amico probably was just Raspberry Pis. He goes.
Yeah, I heard that.
I don't know. He goes. I don't know. Why would he say that? Why would he throw that in there unless maybe he's literally leaking that? That's just a theory here. Because
no, that's not really like super secret sauce knowledge. Like
no.
people. I
mean,
know
I guess
about
not.
that.
What, that all of them were just running on Pis?
They were. So I heard Orange Pi, that Raspberry Pi. It's one of those computers on a board. Like that's all. They had no actual hardware. Tommy was full of shit. And when they did have actual hardware, it was like some 2015 smartphone chip from like a mid-range 2015 chip. By the way.
Okay.
And that was a huge debacle. So thank God I didn't end up going to that event. But again, like same kind of thing with Amico. Like there's probably Raspberry Pis in that thing playing with demos. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know a whole bunch of backstory, but it sounds a very similar situation. And I think
yes, solid. You can
point like Pat and Ian from the kind of very beginning. They were very skeptical of both consoles, right? And they got other people very skeptical. If we had a time machine and the system was off a better start, would the system see the light of day? Was it the negativity in the gaming community that really made Mike wanted to do what they did, so much so that they felt like they had to take, shortcuts and cheat to get to where they want the finish line?
That's a weird. Is he like defending them to a degree, saying that the pressure made them do?
I don't know. I mean,
dude, you're running a company. You're trying to revive a dead name for when it's been tried a billion times. You're gonna have flack. If you can't take the pressure, then leave.
Joe 100 says, Rich, why is there a virus pop up on your screen in the background? You watching 4K HDR 4-screen Pis again?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was watching. I was actually here with the quartering watching them.
Ultimately, it blew up in their face. Both situations. It's hard to say.
Blow in your
everyone
face.
No, they were both egotistical assholes. Tommy hired a bunch of yes men. He created some weird cult around the Amico, which they were all just useful idiots advertising the console for him for free.
My jaw's hitting the ground.
Yeah, that clown. He's a nice guy, but he's an idiot. And there's rumors that he's allegedly bought by Intellivision to be like a cheerleader for him, but that's alleged.
Do you remember when Tommy DM'd you and said, some of the people you're putting down are handicapped?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he did.
Did he really?
Yeah, and he tried to shame us. He's like, how dare you put down my system? There's handicapped people that like it. That was an argument he had at one point.
Oh, it sounds like Pat and Ian trying to stretch something to make it seem like we were making fun of children. It's funny how all narcissists go by the same playbook. It's strange.
It's so strange, right? The patterns that come out. Dude, we have to capture the clip of Ian screaming, "That's a child's artwork." We got to put that on the soundboard.
Yeah, just to piss him off, because I know he'll fucking seethe with that too, because he's another fragile clown. Thank you, Ronald, for following us.
Opinion. No one's blaming Pat. I'm not blaming Ian on the situation. I think
why
overall, I really wish this would kind of settle down. I think it will. Time does heal all wounds, essentially, right? I really wish.
Isn't it funny, Rich, that Tommy was both invested money and time and both? No, he didn't have an investment in the Coleco Chameleon.
No,
he didn't have anything to do with. Well, what's weird is the guy who ended up becoming the CEO, because Tommy was forced down. He'll say he stepped down, but he was forced down. Allegedly, ended up being part of the Coleco Chameleon team. He ended up becoming the CEO, whatever his name is. He's this current CEO of whatever the fucking television is at this point. Like, why would you? That just shows how much of a fucking idiot Tommy is. Why would you want anyone involved in that dumpster fire to be part of the Intellivision project. Like, how fucking out of touch and stupid can you be? In case you were wondering how I really feel.
We got to put that on the soundboard, man. God.
Yeah. Oh, I will.
People who invested in the Amico
Well, we'll play
do get their
games.
money back. I'm not confident they
Yeah, Angry Platypus. I kind of agree with you. A lot of these fucking gaming channels are like, they still think it's 2015.
will necessarily. I hope they do, especially in Smash JT's situations. Put a ton of money, invest in the company. It's a lesson learned at the end of the day, right? So I'm not here to do the video to pick sides. I'm not here to say I'm going to, I'm Team Pat and Ian. I'm not here to pit team other YouTubers who are supporters. There is nothing wrong with supporting a console, right? One thing I'm really proud of, though, at the end of the day, is a couple years ago.
Yeah, but some of the supporters went full psycho, though. Like, let's not forget that. Like, it was a cult around a piece of hardware that didn't even really exist, which is bizarre.
CollectorVision Games, my company and I, we released a console called the CollectorVision Phoenix, which is essentially a ColecoVision FPGA ColecoVision that can also play Atari 2600 games through SD slot. But anyway, we worked our ass off on that project. It was a very small, very niche project. We did pre-orders to the website. We fulfilled them. We shipped them out. People got their consoles. When we did pre-orders on the website, it crashed our website both times we did waves for it. Both times it crashed our website. The demand was extremely high.
Fuck, I would have bought one of them. I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah, that's the thing about John. A lot of people don't realize is like, when it comes to these people that are like, I want to make a video game and do it in the retro, situation, the quote unquote community. I want to release a game to them, and I want to release a system, and all these dreams that the people are always lying about. John, Gamester 81, is literally the only one that I can think of. There's maybe more, but he's the only one that's actually released a game that he promised he would, that he kickstarted. He did a Kickstarter on, and it was decent. And it's on Nintendo Switch, all these old school systems. Then he's like, we're doing a console. Guess what? He's another one who's only launched a system that successfully fulfilled orders, which is the Phoenix that you're seeing on screen right now.
Fuck, I would have bought one of them.
Yeah, I mean, he loves video games, and he's the type of guy that wouldn't do something like that unless they know it would be actually released to the customer. So,
yeah. Unlike some other people that we're talking about.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, have you played you heard of that NES game? I've been trying to find a copy of it. It's called Cheetah Men 2.
Yeah, oh yeah. They had they were going to do a reproduction of that, right? There was a whole Kickstarter with that.
I saw some advertisements from Pat the NES Punk in a video saying
I don't think that was ever released. It's kind of similar to what we're talking about right now. It's almost wow, hey, look at this man. That's a man.
Well, that guy was in the video saying that it's going to be a great game. That's actually taken from the video. Weird.
Yeah, this is when he first started growing his helmet.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the helmet. One time Pat got in a motorcycle accident, and the only reason he's alive because of his hair. Solid Crusader 50 bits says, Jay, can you check your DMs? Also, we went down from over 360 subs to now. Oh, we lost subs today? Is that what's happening? We lost?
I guess I don't know. I guess some people.
It's the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
Well, so we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate all the support that we get. It's genuinely appreciated. Well, I think after this video, I'm going to go over to YouTube. I could also tell that Jay is tired.
Really? Am I?
Are you? You seem tired. You were yawning a few times.
I'm
Cucumbers.
Perpetually tired. Smug, thank you for the sub, dude. Appreciate
Smudge Butt Whistler.
What do I call him? Smug? Whoops.
Listen, thank you for subbing. Whistle in my butt, and let's continue. And then we'll watch something else too, or we'll just shoot the shit.
To release more.
I'll shoot my
right now.
loads on you.
We're talking to some companies to try to do like a third party where they can manufacture it, because my Toby, my business partner, CollectorVision Games, was literally putting those systems together by hand at home. It was extremely a lot of work. It's very expensive. There's no markup on those. We didn't make any money on those consoles. We make money on the games, just like most consoles, right? The game sales. So who knows? Hopefully we can make some more. But I'm going off on a tangent. I'm just kind of curious on what you guys' thoughts are on the Amico.
Yes, I remember. I just watched an irate I just watched the Archfiend video on that came up in my feed from like 11 years ago.
Solid. I don't see a DM from you on my Twitter, buddy.
Yeah, I wonder. Pat has never addressed. Well, actually, you know what's funny? This is just shows you the character of Pat, and how he holds grudges. The one time that I went to a fucking convention, he came up to me and he was like, "I got a bone to pick with you," and we hashed it out, and I ended up buying his DVD or whatever. But
do you still have it?
Somewhere.
Solid Crusader. Are you DMing me? It's at JHooft. At JHooft. JAYHOOFT.
You're a fucking bird. You understand me?
Do you have the fucking DVD still?
Who the fuck knows? It probably got thrown out. I'm serious. I have no idea. Maybe. If I dig through...
Surprised. Rich of ReviewTechUSA lost something. Wow.
Listen.
I just wanted to see some of the drama die down a little bit. I mean, I kind of wish I'm a little bit naive, but I kind of wish we all get along a little bit better.
Not when they're... No, it'll never happen. Not a chance in hell.
It will not happen.
Right, but it is what it is. You know, hopefully things will get better for everyone. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Thanks for leaving a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for liking this video. We'll see you guys soon. Take care. And, of course, game on.
Yeah, so... Oh, yeah, I know what we wanted to watch. Let me...
I think I know what it is.
It's the video of them talking about...
DK Oldies. It's at the end, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
When the
It's
logo,
about,
okay.
like, it's about like 17.
This portion of the CU podcast is brought
People who play board games that don't touch video. A board game
holiday season. So I wanted to ask you guys
Pause
if you
it,
could
pause it for a
chime
second.
in on...
Yep.
The guy talking by the guys is a viewer of us.
Yes.
And he said that he got them to talk about DK Oldies because he was curious, but he did it in a nice way. So it's not that we planted the guy, but
yeah, we did not.
It's just one of our, or maybe we did, Pat. Who knows? Your mind's all messed up. You're getting dizzy. Your hair's too heavy. Anyways.
God, he really does look like an angry Karen that you would see at a fucking
look at
Kohl's.
Ian. Look at Ian in that still right there. That's the last thing you'll see if you go to his house. Guaranteed. Because he's basically almost about to be homeless and he's going to rob you. Allegedly. Like, look at him. That's what happens when you're eating a nice meal on a patio. That guy walks up to you and asks for $1. Fucking loser.
Yeah, he looks like he's so excited to do this.
Oh,
he's about
such a fucking loser.
On the whole DK Oldie situation. I find it really interesting because a lot of content creators are starting to make videos about how much of a scam they are because they do have very overpriced.
Wait till you hear Ian's
Breasts.
stupid take. Pat's not as bad, but breasts. What did it say? Never blowing bubbles. No, Dad, Bird, Rich, and Jesus, you need to start panicking like DSP does at the end of a subscription bomb giveaways. Yeah, it's so annoying that he does. Like, dude. Oh, wait, hold on. Bombs from the horny old 50-plus-year-old whales. Shove those bubbles up my ass. Of course.
You take the bubbles and shove them up your fucking ass. How about that?
Newhouse, thank you for 50 bits. He says, listen, fart on my face, Jay and Rich at the same time. Hey, we'd love to. Come on down.
Absolutely. I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. Hey, let's get back to men.
Items
Allegedly.
and consoles. So I'm curious what your take on this is because places like Digital Press are really good and have really affordable prices, but DK Oldies is crazy. So I want to know what your opinion is of them and if you've ordered anything. Keep up the good work, guys. And yeah, Happy New Year.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to, say I don't know the people about the people who run DK Oldies. And this is not meant to be an insult, but they have been an online store forever.
They're one of the OGs.
And fucking ever. And people have always been like, yeah,
the way
they're a
he
little
talks.
overpriced,
It's just
et cetera. What happened was
he's one of those people, like the way he talks, it sounds like every word he's enunciating, he's trying to make it seem like what he says is law, and it's the only thing that exists. I hate people
that's why they work together, because they both feel the same way. I'm sure literally after the stream there is
hand jobs all around.
Wait a minute. If we could somehow get Ian and Pat to fight each other. That would be incredible. If we said, Ian, you know Pat has a different take. You know, it might get him angry. And then Pat would go, what? What? Oh my God, a different take? And then he'd fight. Imagine they fought. That'd be incredible. I'd start touching myself.
Listen,
I'd watch.
Well, start touching yourself now because, yeah, we can't stop now. We're almost up to 700 viewers, all out of nowhere.
Oh, we're not stopping. I'll stop until you tell me in front of your face when you rise next to me.
Jesus Christ.
It was a slow news week, and someone made a video about
He's not going to save me.
Listen, could you imagine if Pat had his hair like that and grew out a real big beard, so he had a helmet and a big beard?
I mean, it would be insane. You know what he'd be good at? Cleaning toilets. You just put his head in it, turn him a couple times, boom, clean. He could clean out. Listen, he could clean out cupboards for you. Just stick his head in and do this. He could clean out toilets, tubs. If you use some fucking, I don't know, bleach. He could clean out old attics. You just throw. He's probably very hairy Italian, so just take his shirt off, rub him around the attic a little bit. I should get him over here to clean the church up. Pat, if you, in a couple of months when you have no money and you need views and you're sad your podcast is done, come down here, take off your clothes, grow a beard, and dust my church. Thanks.
Listen, I'm going to urinate. That's why I changed the screen.
Listen,
have your cat jump 3 stories like she does every day.
How's everyone doing in the chat? Let's see how everyone's doing in the chat. Why do I say that? How's everyone doing in the chat? How's everyone just necessarily doing in real life? That's what I'd like to know. I'd like to touch you. I'd like you to come down to the church. I can give you a massage. I can give you a reading. I could also tell you that I am taking your sins away because I'm in a church. It's a church. What do you want from me? I think an old lady died in this church too, like in the 80s, which is really now starting to spook me. I shouldn't have said that. Listen, I'm not coming down to this church anymore. Okay. Okay, Is a Toy review says, do you think Pat uses ropes to harden his helmet hair? Yeah, I mean, that's all we've been talking about tonight. Guaranteed. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. If you follow me on Twitter, I should say that I released a sort of concept trailer for a horror movie that I kind of had an idea about. It's just a collection of amazing shots I did. Well, yeah, now I'm an egomaniac. I think they're amazing because you have to believe in your own work. But if you follow me on Twitter, go look at my pinned comment, and you could see the trailer I uploaded that I shot in October. If you're into horror movies, thank you. Touch me.
I am into horror movies. I like horror.
Did you even watch what I sent you? The fucking horror movie thing I did.
I saw it on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, I'll see you on Twitter.
All right. Yeah, it looked amazing.
Yeah, you look
being
amazing.
Unhappy with the price they paid for their games. And then what happens is, if it gets clicks, and especially if it's dramatic, like we've talked about, every other YouTuber who does those kinds of videos is going to see it, and they immediately have to do one.
So there's always...
Yeah, because that's YouTube, you fucking idiot. Look at YouTube. Look at YouTube, Jack. What a fucking hypocrite. Look at on the screen. What does it say right now?
DK Oldies retro game controversy.
He's calling out YouTubers for making YouTube videos about DK Oldies while making a video about DK Oldies. I mean, I swear to God, if you lift up his fucking old 1970s wig that he found in the back of his dad's van, you'd see that he has no fucking brain between his ears. What an idiot.
Well, I know what they would say to retort that is that someone called in and asked.
Oh, of course. So. How convenient. Oh.
But the thing is that how is it clickbait when I've literally proven that I've bought refurbished? They show videos of consoles being refurbished, and they're not fucking refurbishing
them. Ian looks like the only survivor of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fucking horror movie. Let's go.
Like... I don't even understand, like, what is hyperbole or what is clickbaity about saying they're a scam. They're not just selling expensive consoles, like I said. Shut the fuck up, Ian. Why don't you research something before you look into it?
Yeah, he's so dumb. He's like
he is.
He looks like...
What were you going to say?
I'm not going to say it.
There's always the big three. There was JJ Games, DK Oldies, and why is the third
Loki Games.
I used to purchase from Lukey Games every once in a while because they had a good bundle
Thank
shipping
you,
deal.
NES.
This like 15 years ago,
Sure.
whatever, late 2000s, early 2010s. I'd be like, oh, when I was still looking for some NES games, some weird and common stuff. I'd be like, oh, okay, they got this game, I'll do this. I don't remember ever buying from DK Oldies. Maybe I did, but it was always to me a joke because the big boys have bigger overhead. They're the ones that allegedly we talk about run the bots. They do these purchases. How do you think they get all this shit?
Right.
They purchase a ton. They have multiple employees. So I'm not shocked if they charge more. Obviously, you have to shop around. I've talked to people that sold on Amazon. They said, hey, I list my console. I'll sell an NES on Amazon for $200 during the holidays because people don't know any better. They go on Amazon, they'll purchase a Super Nintendo. I talk to people that sell this.
Yeah, but
What
the
a
one
loser.
on the one on Amazon, they aren't. If they are saying it's a scam, but if they're just saying, "Hey, here's an NES," and they're not showing a video of them like sitting there with Q-tips detailing it, then it is what it is. That's the difference. Why is this so hard to fucking understand?
I got a question for you.
What?
Serious question.
Yes.
Whose hair smells worse?
Ian's. Easily.
Why? Well, because it's longer?
Because he just doesn't look hygienic. I don't know what else to say. Maybe he is.
Yeah, well, I guess he does. The beard makes him look like God. He looks like he just looks homeless. Just fucking flat out hobo.
Who
You
knows?
never know.
You can't just go by looks, though.
But Pat,
I don't know. Maybe Pat's taint smells like rotten Parmesan. I don't know.
They probably both smell like a certain type of cheese. Which cheese? Sweet
Breasts.
or spicy?
Listen,
Yeah, they
give
smell
me a
like
Kasumi
breasts.
Ninja remaster. Tommy will bend people over and tell them he'd show no mercy. His mother will blow bubbles and play games with my nipples.
His
Thank you.
mother will blow
Ian's.
bubble.
Ian's Musky Balls donated $2. Thank you. I don't think he could afford that, nor could his balls, but thank you.
Swabbing, they would say it all the time. I said, you get like $200 for an NES. So yeah, you put a zapper and a couple of games, and it's like, holy shit, it should be less than half of that, but okay.
Yep.
So the point is that if you want to call out DK Oldies for like sending you something that was supposed to be refurbished and wasn't, or something dirty, I get that, but you can't call them out if they're overpriced because we've known they've been overpriced for.
No one was calling them out for that. Hey, if they were just selling shit like I've said, what was this, the 30th time in this stream?
Yeah, well, would you have made a fucking video if they just had high prices?
Expensive? No, who fucking cares? There's rip-off prices all over eBay. There's rip-off prices, like he said, on Amazon. But they're not DK Oldies. What makes them a scam, and I love how they just block me instead of making a fucking statement. That just shows you all you need to know about them.
And they blocked me, your editor.
You know, so
listen, it looks like Ian's about to take one slidden up his bum. Let's go.
Fucking ever.
You can, but my point is the reason why people are making videos about it now is because it got in the news somehow, and now it's a timely click generator.
Yeah.
I'm not defending DK Oldies. My point is DK Oldies has always been extremely expensive.
Yes,
but it's not about them. Oh my God!
Listen,
he's
give me a
Congratulations.
Bloodborne PC port where Jay and Rich are the shadows of Yamam.
I have no idea what that is because I haven't played through that yet.
I think
but
that's
plan
a
on it.
boss battle with two sides to it. So it'd be me and you versus.
Oh yeah. I just watched a retrospective and I remember.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Darkside 100 bits says in this video, F Pat gets pissed as hell at Ian for calling him a self collector. Pat was ass hurt as hell. In this video, Pat gets pissed at Ian? Where?
Not in this video. I'm saying there is probably a video.
No, he says in this video, Pat gets pissed. Dude, can you guys tell us where that is in the video? I don't want to watch the whole thing because I'd rather get cancer in my eyes. So let us know so we can pick it out. I'd love to
That's
see
my
it.
point. Them overpricing is not a scam because they're not tricking you. The price is there.
Right.
Like you can search for a game.
People use the word
I know.
scam way too loosely.
You search for.
But it's not way too loose when they're saying they're doing. If I said I was detailing cars, I took someone's car, took $400 for it or whatever. The detailing is all 200, 400 if you're doing real detailing, and then they got the car back and it was just as dirty. That's a fucking scam. I know you're fucking dense and simple, Ian, but it's not. And I know you do zero research into these topics. You barely look like you wanted to be there.
I think what's happening is the thought process in Ian's head, it doesn't really come out past his hair. So it's just like a trickle of thoughts that comes out. It's like a barrier. Sort of like Pat's helmet head.
No. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like he just does. He's done this on numerous fucking occasions.
Oh, he's lazy. What else? I mean, he's clearly a lazy person by his image alone.
You could tell sometimes.
He's let go. He's given up.
If you've watched, yeah, that's why the show's ending. But like, even in the past, before when they were deep into like what I would say when the CU podcast was at its quote unquote peak. Like you could tell, like, oh yeah, like this is what we're talking about today. This is as much research, Pat, as I'm doing. You know?
Oh yeah, they don't research, man. They watch. They just sit there and it's. We all know this. It's obvious. The guy looks like he just strolled in out of the back of a van. Like, come on.
Like he looks like he doesn't want to be there. Like that's the thing.
Because
like,
he doesn't want to be there. That's the truth.
You ever listen to him do his ad reads? He sounds like he's at a funeral.
And you'll see DK Oldies, and then you'll see everyone else that has the same game. So, I mean, they're not tricking you to buying something worth more. But if something is broken or something should be refurbished and it's not, then you got a problem. That's something that should not be done. And looks like,
and that's what they're doing. Pat's right here.
They post stuff. They have a YouTube channel. I don't know these people. These people don't come to conventions. Their operation is so centralized. They just, like I said, they just.
Dude,
they
why is
bulk buy
Ian's
shit.
belly vibrating?
That led to a lot of raising of
because he shakes his legs because he's waiting.
Are
for
you
the
sure?
show to be...
Maybe he's just hungry.
prices way back because it used to be that you can at least get a lot deal. It used to be that, oh, wow, I can buy
Ian
40 NES games, Ian, and I'm only.
How much hair he has on that head of his.
Thank you, dude.
He does look like a wizard.
20, but at least, it's a good deal still.
Yeah.
And you can part out the rest of them. That dried up at some point. I forget when that was, but even that became like the bots knew to add up all the prices on it, and it wasn't even humans anymore bidding. It was just bots basically doing that stuff. So the point is this. If DK Oldies has a bad reputation, don't buy from them. It's capitalism, as Ian says. Like, that's all. Don't buy from them. But yes, the ecosystem.
Yeah, but it's... No one's really, or people have been calling them out for years, but I guess because the platform wasn't big enough, no one heard. Like, I don't understand why, just don't buy from them. Like, but it's not that they're, again, Pat's like, you said that he said the right thing, but now he's kind of leaning into Ian where he's like, well, just don't buy from them. But they're not, they're being unethical. And anyway, I'm repeating myself.
I don't even think there's much more to that video.
Yeah, there's only 40 seconds left. Anyway, let's just play it because if Pat says something that
we didn't finish it. And
we didn't finish it.
System gets going. But DK Oldies has been around forever. And so I speak to JJ from JJ Games, nice guy who runs Price Chart. I've spoken to him before. And Luke.
Congratulations.
What is with Ian's look right now? Why does he looks like, man, he is already out the door.
You know who he looks like? He looks like Paul Dino's character, the Riddler from the Batman, if he actually survived and was free for 15 years.
I have no idea who that is.
Right. Tell me in the chat if I'm wrong.
He is looking like this is he wants to be anywhere else but there.
Oh, here we go. Dark donated $5. Dude, thank you for that. He says, I tried to link the video because it didn't work. He goes, if you search Pat is Shelf Collector voice messages on YouTube and go to about 8 minutes, Pat gets pissy at Ian. Ooh, let's watch that.
All right, we'll watch that after. Oh, yeah. So what? Well, hold on.
Lukey Games. Is Lukey Games still around? Lukey Games was the one I used to buy from more. Lukey Games. They got a website, so they're still around at least. Lukey Games. Those are the big three. Yeah. Those are the ones that would probably literally have like 30 boxes show up a day from
in Australia. Pulling a stunt such as misrepresenting services and products on social media as grounds for a refund, replacement. I should buy something from DK Oldies to get a free dirty retro.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the law there, then you ain't blowing bubbles anytime soon with that. So you
what are we doing?
Shelf Collector voice messages 73. If you put that into Just copy it out of the
Shelf collector.
See you podcast voice messages number 73. Then go to 8 minutes in.
Let's just do 73.
Oh, okay. Let's do you.
Is Pat a shelf collector?
Oh yeah, now.
Why does he always do that fucking face?
Because that's the
Always.
that's the face he gives to everybody.
This portion of the CU.
This portion of the CU podcast is brought by a man's terrible hair. Wow, 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Here we go. This is going to be joy. Thank you, Dark, for bringing. I can't.
I feel like I'm guilty of this sometimes, along with everyone else. I like your thoughts and opinions on this topic. Thanks, Pat. Have a good day.
Wow, going for there, Daryl, huh? Am I a shelf collector?
Yes.
I will say no, and this is why. Oh, Ian, you go first. Why am I a shelf collector?
When was the last time you picked a game off the shelf and played it? For shits and giggles.
One of those games versus a ROM? Oh, yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, shelf collecting.
But if I did not collect these games, Ian, would you be sitting in that chair right now?
What does this have to do with whether or not you're a shelf collector?
No, because this is how I define it. I've used all these games.
Yo, they're both shaking their legs right now.
This is because they're getting riled up. They're gonna get lubed up. Gonna put oil on each other.
You're a shelf collector.
We did 10 NES marathons. Ian.
Yes, I know. Some of these, it's very true, but your Genesis, your Sega CD, your Saturn, your Garage.
Oh.
You did not shelf collect NES, but everything else.
This is
Turbo.
great.
I played the Turbo, Ian.
Okay. I mean, it's not an insult.
Look at Pat. Look at Pat.
You used the NES games. You did not use anything else.
I should re-edit this. Re-edit this.
His hair is about to fly off his head like a seagull.
Listen, his hair is like fucking Doctor Strange's fucking cloak. It's gonna fly off his hair and strangle fucking homeless boy in a second.
Pat, I'm a computer shelf collector. You're a shelf collector. It's fine.
This is great. Let's see. Look at him. He's so mad. Let's see what happens. This is great.
I used some of the Super.
Did you? For what?
I live streamed some stuff on the Super. I think I did Super Mario World when I did the book.
You're a shelf collector, Pat.
You're a shelf collector, Pat.
I think you did one other one too.
I've live streamed.
Didn't you do Lion King? Or no, you did that off the.
No, that was off the Switch thing.
The Switch collection.
This is what I'm going to say. In all fairness, Ian takes shots at me.
He's not taking shots at you.
Yeah, of course. Of course. That's how these guys. Yeah, this is how these guys live. Like, how many times on the streams have I took a shot at you, Rich?
Billion. How many times this intro guy? You're going to see it this week. That'll probably be the only interjections he's do is where he'll find a clever way to call me a piece of shit.
Oh,
like
I love it.
It's just, yeah, like, dude, my friends tell me how it is all the time. At least mine do.
Yeah. I mean, behind the scenes, I always tell you how it is.
Yeah, you
tell me how it is.
Yeah, you show me pictures of your penis to intimidate me, and I just listen.
The other day, we woke up. He said, "Oh, I'm sending you videos." I said, "Good." And then he said, "Listen." He said, "Listen, send me a photo of your ass." And
he did.
And usually we don't, but I was feeling like he needed it, so I showed him my ass. That's how it
Hold
works.
on. Even though this is a short obby, we always need the Elden Ring. Not Elden Ring. Jesus Christ, that's.
Yeah, you're stoned. Play
Peter North is fucking me.
Okay, go ahead. Here we go.
Do you think Rich Pat is a POS pussy loot? I just said the word. Who thinks being a shelf collector is flexing? No. I don't think that. I think he just, like, dude, I'm a computer shelf collector. I have way more, like, handheld gaming PCs than I need.
Nobody needs that many.
I'm an idiot.
Nobody
I'll admit
needs
it.
How many
But
do you, how many do you have? How many do you have?
Oh, God. I have...
For real.
Well, I got a lot. I bought one of the Ioneo 2s. I have the...
Stop the music. It's too much.
I have one geek review unit, which we have to review this week. I'm sure they're waiting. I got that mid-COVID.
Yeah, great. Get COVID again.
Yeah, please, no thank you. I'm still fucking coughing on and off. Well,
can you taste anything yet?
Yes. I can taste perfectly
taste
fine.
My ass.
I want to. I have...
Here we go, guys. How many handheld systems? Nintendo Switches.
I just have one.
You got rid of the other ones?
No, I don't have I don't have lights. Yeah. I
I have
3 Steam.
I have 4 Nintendo Switches.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I have 3 Steam Decks. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, I got 3 Steam Decks.
Why?
Because I'm an idiot.
Wait, why? Wait, why?
I got.
What are you fucking doing over there? You get stoned, you suck your own tits, and ordered Steam Decks.
Yeah, I was sucking my own tits, and like while I was sucking one of my own tits.
I knew it.
And I ordered. Well, no, I bought one because I wanted to do videos from a scalper.
Okay.
Admittedly, it was
I
the only
that.
thing I ever bought from a scalper.
Yeah.
I had a pre-order, for the 512 gigabyte one. I don't remember why or when I bought the third one.
See, you're stoned out of your mind, sucking your own tit. You ordered another one.
I have no idea. The third one is a mystery, but I did buy it. I know that. I'm admitting it.
Somebody says, Rich, do you want to clip Jay's Y sound? Yes, absolutely. Put that on the soundboard.
Yeah, 100%. Just remind me of the time of it. But no, like I'm admitting, I am a shelf. Like I love PC gaming shit. And
well, how many of those do you use? How many Aya Neos do you have?
Well, the Aya Neos, most of like 90, all of them I have, minus the one Aya Neo I bought in the past, and the 2. All of them are review units.
I have. Let's get this straight. I have 4 Nintendo Switches. So I have my original unit. Then I bought the Mario Red Edition. Then I bought the OLED, and then I bought the a light. One of the Pokemon lights. So I'm in the same ballpark. I don't know why I have them all. I don't have any idea. I have a Steam Deck. I got the Ouya you sent me. That's about it.
Not Ouya. I didn't send you an Ouya. The Atari, you mean?
No, not Ouya. The fucking handheld you sent me.
The Aya Neo.
Aya Neo. Sorry, yeah. He sent me an Ouya full of fucking nudes of you.
An Ouya full of nudes. an Ouya full of nudes.
Yeah.
An Ouya full of nudes.
So, yeah, I've got so many systems. It makes no sense. I don't know. An Ouya handheld. You sent me an Ouya handheld that fucking exploded when you turned it on.
Well, I don't sell review stuff, so that's why I was like, you want it?
Oh, yeah. Rich literally is like, do you want a handheld system? I'm like, yes. And it was amazing. I played Resident Evil 4 on it. No issues. It was incredible. No, Resident Evil 2 remake, sorry.
Shout out to the PS Vita. Yeah, I actually like the PS. I think, yeah, I gave that thing a great review, man. Like, that was, it's a shame that Sony just fucking, like, they released it to die, kind of like the Wii U.
Yeah. Let's finish this video, and then we could chit-chat and touch each other. We almost have 700 viewers.
It's a fact. Yeah. Okay, Ian, before I get angry. This is how I look at it.
He's really like angry. He's really sensitive over this.
Well, he's sensitive about everything.
Before I get angry, like, yeah, dude, you're a shelf collector. So I just admitted I'm a shelf collector. Like, who cares? Like, what are you getting? Like, if that makes you angry, then you have problems. You have serious fucking issues. You have anger issues, dude. Like,
yeah, it's lunacy. Mystical, thanks for coming out, man. Have a good sleep. I'll be watching you on the camera I hid in your bedroom. Thanks.
No, you'll be like that Tim and Eric skit.
Out the window?
No, with the one where the guy had the Cinco sleeping chair. You're gonna buy one of those and just stare at him.
Or I'll be at your window. Remember? I'll watch your son through the window. He'll be a great son. He'll be a good son. Oh God, that show was.
In all honesty, the fact that I collected these games, I used the fact that I collected these to do other things. I helped do the video game years. I've done 2, soon to be 3 books. I've been known.
Not doing TurboGrafx 16 and Sega CD books. Dude, just admit, like, what's the big deal about you being a shelf collector? Like, why is he so fucking offended by this? It's incredible how sensitive these guys are.
Dude, I'll tell you a secret right now. 99% of the retro gaming YouTubers that I know personally are shelf collectors and don't play their games. None of them. None of them that I can.
Yeah, because who has the time to sit there and, like, you know, and honestly, because I have issues, I'm still obsessed with Elden Ring. When I do have time, I'm playing Elden Ring.
Hey, mate, gonna come down there and move in with you.
I'll be naked on your couch, beating off, and you could play Elden Ring while I play with my balls. And
hey, Rich, my wife left me. I'm gonna come down to your house, get my green card by kissing you.
Fucking kiss my hole, and I'll Give him a
Hey,
green
Rich,
card.
come down there and kiss your hole.
Yeah, I'll lick your balls while you're attacking the fire giant and shooting ropes at him. And
You know what I'd love if you could do Frank and Wood about to make out. Go. Put music on.
I can.
You could do it. Put music on, that fucking Mario Party music, and do it right now.
It's Mario Paint.
Yes. Go. Frank. This is Frank and Beat 'em Ups about to kiss and make out.
No, they're not. You're just gonna have a rope shooting competition. All right.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull. Oh God, I have the accents mixed up now because I'm all fucked up.
Oh,
all right.
man. Here we go. You're on the spot. Go full screen.
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna. I can't go full screen. Wait, yes, I can.
You can't.
I
You've lost your fucking mind.
Well, no, technically, I'm not full screen. If you want to get stupid, but
I'll get with you.
All right, you want some Strufely, Wood? I'll just pull down my pants. You whip out your balls. I'll whip out my balls, and then your cock will be out. And who shoots the furthest rope gets the most Strufely. You want Strufely? I'll eat more than you do, you fucking son of a bitch and bastard. I'll eat all the Strufely. All right, I'll just come down there, whip out my balls, and just shoot a rope across the room, and you can open your mouth and just take a nice big gulp of it, and then I'm getting all the fucking Strufely. I kind of mixed up the accents towards the end.
What the hell was that?
Wood is going to shoot a rope in Frank's mouth. Frank is going to guzzle that rope down. And then he's just going to, and then Wood's going to eat all the Strufely and then leave and then go move into someone else's house and use them. Let's go.
Hey, mate, I'm going to come down there and move in with you.
Yeah, beat him and eat him. It's Wood is, instead of beat him ups, he's beat him and eat him.
Known as a video game historian in some circles, I think there's something to be said for what it's allowed me to do. Besides, yes, in terms of have I played every single one?
I want to hear.
Not.
I want to hear Pat say
I
get angry.
Do the video game years.
What is it?
Before I get angry.
Before I get angry, why would you get angry?
Because he's a loser. He's a fucking loser.
That's like you getting angry for justifiably roasting me for having 3 fucking... Why do I need 3 Steam Decks? I'm a fucking idiot.
Listen, why would you change the screen so the viewers could watch? Why would you
Listen,
do
well, because all you're seeing is Pat crying now anyway. Well, which is probably what they want to see.
Listen. I love when you don't change the screen. I love it.
I gotta see him. I gotta see, like, he's angry on his face. Like, hey, here's the thing. This is what I do. They can't do because they're sensitive fucking pricks. I don't like Ian, but I agree with him. He's a shelf collector. Again, Pat, I'll say this to you too, which you wouldn't say. I'm a shelf collector too. What's the big fucking deal? You have fucking one of the rarest NEC consoles behind you. Are you playing that every day? Are you playing your Turbo Express every day? Shocking news, Jay. I have no idea where my Turbo Express is, but I do have
here
one.
we go. Here we go.
Isn't that a
where
shocker?
the fuck is... First of all, have you been hanging out with the fucking ASRM guy who's murdered people? Where the fuck is Steve?
I have no idea where Steve
How is it possible that Steve, who's literally a fucking giant turkey made out of plastic, how does Steve go missing from your office? Explain it.
Because I'm an asshole. I took Steve out during the summer to do cameos. I used Steve as a prop, and I have no idea where Steve is.
So Steve's literally probably in the fucking woods right now.
Well, actually, let me Let me tell you the story. What
Yeah, go ahead.
What happened was intro guy came down over the summer.
Yeah, he came down off the top bunk. Yeah.
And he just shoved that bird up his ass. And while he had the bird in his ass, that's how this fart happened.
Do you guys fuck with this music playing?
Yes.
I knew it.
Breasts.
Can you imagine just like a close-up of you giving it to him in a close-up?
I am going to tell you a horror story.
Oh, no.
This music needs to play. There's a reason why this music needs to play.
Go full screen, and then
Listen.
forget your full screen and play a video.
Listen, no, I'm going to get more coffee and make you full screen. But I'll shut this
hand
music
jobs
off.
all around.
I'll play Peter North's what he composed for Oblivion.
Okay.
Or Skyrim.
Let's get serious.
He was shooting ropes and conducting Skyrim.
All right, so this is
shoot ropes and conduct for Skyrim.
Okay. Back to the chat. Let's answer some things that have been asked in the chat. What do we have here? How you doing? You guys liking the stream tonight? You want your strufely? Yeah, that Mario song is fucking amazing. Boom, 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 boom. How hard are you right now? Not hard at all, because I have Pat on my screen. Loving the stream, Jay. Thank you, name Wildo. Appreciate you. Jay, can I send nudes to Toy Legacy? Yeah. Twitter, man. Don't actually do that. You could, I mean, you can if you do whatever you want. What's the circumference of your ass? I don't know, man. I haven't measured my ass. I do know that women like my ass in general because it's like sort of round. Jay, is the Dead Space remake? What? How's the Dead Space remake, you mean? The Dead Space remake is pretty good. I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10. I think it's mind-blowing what they've done there, except there's certain... It's not a perfect game because there's certain aspects of it that are still dated. Like, I feel like the interaction with the actual enemies is really dated. It doesn't feel like you're really aiming at the arms and the legs by switching your gun, rotating it. Sir... What the fuck am I doing? Sir Satan, thank you, 50 bits. Appreciate you, buddy. How's the screen on the Switch Lite? It's fine. I didn't... To be honest, I hardly used it. I think I played the... What did I play on it? I think I played at least like 14 hours of a Pokemon game on it. Jay, you gonna watch ASRM videos? No. Not tonight, boys. Not coming down here. I like dated gameplay to some extent. You know what? That's a reason I kind of also like the Dead Space remake.
Listen, just pull down your pants and I'm just going to shoot a rope in your Australian mouth. So there you go. You could sleep on my couch and I'll just use your mouth as target practice. You ain't having any of my fucking stroof. Oh my god.
Black Sheep just raided us.
Who just raided us?
Put the Mario music on.
Oh yeah, so I gotta tell a story.
Yeah, put it on. Go back. Go back to full screen.
I got a story for you.
This music is unreal.
Why is fucking Oblivion?
Why is Oblivion playing? Okay.
Humping Steven Crowder. Humping Steven Crowder.
All right.
Hand jobs all around. Okay. Full screen yourself. I want to hear the story with this music.
Let's restart this because...
Marigo 100 bits says, listen, put the amiibos on your shelf into my ass. Shoot ropes on them. Whoever hits the amiibos wins the everything. Thank you.
Boing, and now I'm going to masturbate.
Again?
Dude, I can't believe DSP said this. There's so many... The reason why 80% of my soundboard is, well, I'm obsessed with DSP. But the reason why 80% of my soundboard is Phil is he has so much clippable shit. Like, it just doesn't end with Phil.
You don't want to be butt fucked. Trust me. A very intelligent brain. And now I'm going to masturbate. Boing.
What else is it? Like, just, this is all Phil.
Bubbles. You take the bubbles and shut them up your fucking ass. How about that? Oh, we'll play games. We can definitely play games. I'm never blowing bubbles ever again.
Like, it just does, it's still going.
Cucumbers. Wash your balls. Oh, you got my nipples up in a tissy.
It's, I forgot that one.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick and big taints.
Like, it's never ending with Phil. It's never ending.
Okay.
Anyway, oh yeah, my story about
music.
My story.
I want the music. Okay, go ahead. Is it a serious story?
No, it's a very serious story.
Okay, guys, this is serious time. No need to joke. Go. It looks like you're sucking the mic off. Let's go.
like wood. Yeah, like wood.
Hey, mate, gonna come down there and suck your mic off for a green card?
How can I fucking tell the story after that? Anyway, so I had Mario Paint back in the day when I was a kid.
Listen, I'll paint your ass with my... Okay.
And me and my friend Dan... Oh, God, this is so bizarre.
Oh, what is this? Where's this going?
No, fully... No clothes.
Were you naked? Were you naked? Okay.
No, not at all. And every time the song would play, we would pretend to fuck each other. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't know. Every fucking time the song, we were saving pictures and we were just pretend to fuck each other in the ass.
Well,
oh god, to this music, just oh god. We're getting banned. This is why everyone thinks we're playing when we say
listen, we're either getting banned or a ton of people that like to hear this are coming. Literally.
Literally.
Play the
Just
song
like,
again. Play it again and look into the camera.
Breasts.
What you're looking at is a man who listened to this song and pretended to fuck his friend.
In the ass.
In the ass. No, opposed to where else? His mouth? His ears? Next stream I want...
Hold on.
Okay.
That's funny that you said that because he had very big ears. He still to this day has gigantic ears. And he used to call them, we used to call them the lobes of love. And every time we said to him, you have the lobes of love, we would go, love, and just start smacking his ear. It was bizarre. It was...
What the fuck has happened to the stream? All of a sudden, Rich just... okay, Rich gets so high. Let's go over the record here. Rich has admitted he sucked his own tit. He thought Peter North wrote the score to Skyrim.
No, I never said I sucked
and now
my own tit.
he's admitted that he plays Mario Paint, and every time that song starts, he pretends to fuck his friends in the ass.
No, it was Dan. Oh my god, dude.
Now what?
Bizarre.
Yeah, now what?
That was bizarre.
Yeah, no shit, it was fucking bizarre. Did you ever look in the mirror and question your sexuality?
No.
Yeah, you better.
Listen, I'm not. Well, did you hear about Steven Crowder? Like, it's a clip from a while ago, but he said he went through a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde bisexual phase.
Breasts.
Rich, check Twitter.
Is anyone
DMS.
shocked?
Check your
Rich.
DMs. Okay.
Listen, check your DMS. You're gonna fucking fall asleep on stream like Phil.
Listen, one time I was at my friend's house. He got out of the shower, and I grabbed him like a wet fish and tried to dry hump him while he was naked. Let's go.
What the fuck do you have going on in there, man?
Nothing.
I can't show it on... Dude, no, not you. Who's drunk right now?
When I did the book.
Dude,
I
what
think
is
you did one
this?
other one too.
Hold on.
I've live streamed.
Didn't you do Lion King? Or no, you did that off the...
No, that was off the Switch thing.
The Switch collection.
This is what I'm going to say. In all fairness, Ian takes shots at me.
It's not a shot. It's a fact.
Okay, Ian, before I get angry.
Breasts.
Which is hotter, Rodrika, Master Hugh, Melina, Renala, Ranny, Fire Giant, Morgat, Godfrey, or Melania?
That's a tough one. I guess Ronnie.
So who's gorgeous and what? What?
If Ronnie was real, she's talking about Elden Ring. Dude, how far have you gotten in Elden Ring?
Me? Mm-hmm. Maybe like 20 hours. I'm taking my time with it. Like, I'm literally looking at every rock. I hardly play it though because I'm playing other games. But I played Dead Space Remake for the last 2 days since it came out, and I'm blown away by that game. I love it.
I can't believe how well the Steam Deck runs it. I don't know where these articles... I'm almost tempted to make a video calling out, what did you fucking play that I didn't? Unless there was a patch after release that made it run more stable, so maybe I'll give them that.
Listen.
But they're like, this article's a lie. I'm literally playing the fucking game on there.
Listen, I want you to load up the game on 3 Steam Decks. I want you to step on 2 of the Steam Decks, and then rest your balls on the 3rd.
How do you know I haven't already done that?
Maybe that's actually why you have 3.
Yeah, because that's what I do. What I do is I press, I'll have. Hold on, we need music again. We got the Elden Ring Limgrave music. What I'll do is, I'll have 2 Steam Decks, one under each of my breasts.
Yeah.
And then I'll put the other 3rd Steam Deck, and I'll rest my balls on that.
Yeah.
And then I have Phil come wash my balls.
Wash your balls. Oh.
I mean,
that's why I have 3 Steam Decks.
That's not bad.
Yes.
The name Limgrave sounds like a sexual move. I'm gonna limb. I'm gonna.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna come down there and put you in a limb grave.
Oh
That's what it
wow!
means.
Give us.
So it's like a
Dad.
limb. It's like a giant. I picture a giant limb cock, like a cock made out of wood. And then
I gotta listen to him. I really am enjoying him getting angry. I'm sorry. I don't mean.
I'll get angry on you. Switch the screen.
Dude, it's just
my
amazing.
cat fucking jumped to her death. Hang on. Are you okay? Fucking idiot. Okay.
All right. You got an Elden Ring tattoo. Damn, you're even, dude. I got a LP, and I'm so happy that the turntable that I got came nice and broken. So now I have to figure out they have no fucking phone number.
Sorry, where'd you buy it? DK Oldies?
Yeah, DK Oldies.
Wow,
Actually,
wow.
The blonde guy delivered it himself, and then put a hat on my head and slapped my nipple.
What's that guy's name?
I don't know. He's like he's just like fits the company perfectly, but at the same time he irritates me. I don't know. He may be the nicest guy on the planet. I don't know.
Well,
but
yeah, he probably is. I mean, I don't give a shit about that.
His name is DK Oldies. I have an Elden Ring cock ring. Does it play the Limgrave music every time you have sex? Like, that'd be pretty funny. Like, every time, like, you have a Limgrave cock ring, and it just plays that theme every time you're thrusting.
Listen, Limgrave is a sex move.
Yes!
With a giant cock made out of wood, and you like it so much you go to your grave. Limgrave.
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
That's perfect. Oh God, I can't focus. I just want to hear Pat. It actually makes me a little hard hearing how sensitive Pat is.
Let's just remind each other that you just admitted on stream that you used to play Mario Paint, and every time
and when
that
I
song
saved the
came
picture,
on, you pretended to have sex with your friends.
I pretended to. Yeah, we pretended to butt fuck each other.
And then was it funny? Like, were you guys laughing?
Hysterically.
Because this music is homoerotic? Is that what's...
I don't know. Like, every time the song came on, we would just start pretend to thrusting each other and hysterical laughing.
I mean, that's... If I was there, I would do that to Intro Guy, and then I'd get you to do it in front.
I'm actually going to play Dead Space remake with Intro Guy on stream, and this song will be playing, and while I'm playing, I'm going to be air thrusting. No, that's a lie. I would get banned, but we can imagine that.
You're banned.
Abby, all right, hold on.
Okay, rate it, switch it, get it ready. Abby, here we go, guys.
And whatever happened to the Game Boy Advance review video, Rich, you piece of shit? Don't forget, Rich Lamau. And where is your AES 101 model backlit Game Boy Advance? That's right here. That I know where it is. That I wouldn't lose, because that's like a fucking
Game Boy
gem.
Advance? Did we say we are going to do that? I think we might have said that, but the Game Boy video bombed.
The Game Boy video fucking...
Can I say something?
It got Pat the NES punk views.
Can I say something? I wonder if we re-uploaded it now with people liking our reviews, if it would get views.
I don't know. That's a good idea, but let's think about it, because then we might look like... But then again, like, fucking Kitchen Nightmares, like, re-uploads, like, 80 of the same clips a day.
Yeah, but listen, it's a video that we're proud of. Fucking watch it.
Yeah, maybe we will. I don't know. I'll think about it. We got plenty of shit to do this week, so...
I got to do you.
That's
I'll be editing on my new M2 Pro.
Thank fucking God.
Oh, yeah, the PC's dead. It's not coming down here anymore to edit anything.
I wish you lived local, because I could probably fix it. But anyway.
Yeah, I wish you lived local. I'd fix you off.
Listen, let's watch Pat get angry again at something really stupid so we could see.
Oh, I love it.
The reason why I'm obsessed with this is because this shows everything you need to know about Pat. Everything you need to know about Pat is in just how he says before I get angry. That's it. That's all. You could just walk away from that and just be like, I know this guy's a piece of shit. I'm done. Pat in the middle pic looks like he saw titties. He always has. I don't know why he thinks that's a brilliant look. I mean, I guess I do stupid faces for my fucking thumbnails too, so I can't talk. Jake, I can fix your PC. Jay, I can fix your PC. Jay, I can fix your PC. No, you can't. How about that?
He can't.
Jay's looking at porn on his phone.
No, the weirdest thing has happened.
You're looking at porn on your phone.
No, something... Kind of. I got a Tinder notification from it says this girl.
Oh, you really? Maybe titties.
Oh, you should see. Yeah, giant breasts of a man. This girl I was talking to, her chat disappeared. So I thought she just was like, I'm not going to talk to you. So, that happens all the time on here. But right now, it just popped up at the top saying new matches, and she's reappeared. But the chat is empty. What is that? What is going on there?
Maybe she got some side dick and was like, hey, I'm back.
No, but if she deletes her chat with me but doesn't block me, are we still matched? Is that a thing that happens? Because you can't delete. You can only unmatch.
Did she send like titty pictures or something?
No, she didn't send photos or anything. Okay, her and I matched. We talked. Then I went to go check to see if she messaged me recently, and she's disappeared. I watched her chat show up and disappear. So that means, okay, she just deleted it. Whatever.
She tried to hide her messages from somebody?
No, she tried to... Oh, my God. She unmatched. So she unmatched me, and her messages disappeared out of it. Now I'm going back in there, and somehow she's just reappeared at the top under new matches, and it says, you've matched with her on this date, but all the messages are gone. What the fuck is going on?
Maybe she realized she's interested in you again. I don't know.
No, but if you unmatch, you can't rematch. She's an AI, people are saying. I don't know. She went to snooze mode. Oh, maybe she did do that. Maybe she
I
did.
don't know. I hate those fucking dating apps, and I'd rather have a horse shit in my mouth.
Listen, eat
Rich,
a sausage from my ass.
All right.
She blocked you and then unblocked you. Is that
Probably. That could be it, too. I've had people do that to me.
Listen,
dating on apps is fucking bizarre. I hate it. It sucks.
What is your worst... Switch the screen for a second so we can talk about this. By the way, look, you can give me control over your screens through Zoom. So we should talk about that after, because then I could switch the cameras. But what is your absolute worst horror story from a dating app perspective? Do you have one?
I've told them all a billion times.
What,
man.
the no teeth? That's probably my favorite.
I have a dating story. I have a whole video.
Oh yeah, I edited it. Never mind that question then.
There was a 2-part. That's like 2-part thing. I've told all my horror stories. I'm done. I'm retired.
I probably have a few. I have quite a few. One time, guys, I matched with a girl. I said, "What do you do for a living?" She goes, "I work in a porn store." I'm like, "Oh,
I've been thrusting the same hole."
I wish I could thrust your hole and intro guy's holes together at the same time. So she's basically working in a porn store, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we keep talking. Then she came to my house, and
she sat on your face.
Yeah, we had sex. Then she left her hoodie there. Then she got mad that she left her hoodie there, and I had to go all the way to Toronto to drop it off to her. That's the story. Thanks.
Did you come on the hoodie before you handed it back to her?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here's a good story. One time, my friend who's passed away now, used to play Magic cards with, he left his X-Men comic book in my house. And my girlfriend at the time came over, and she was ready to go, and I was ready to go. So I gave it to her, and then accidentally came all over his comic book.
How did you...
Because it was on the bed. It was on the bed. We went to town. You know how you go downtown? I went to town with her in her V-hole and pulled out. And as you guys know, I shoot like a cannon and went all over the comic. The next day at Sunrise Records, same store where I balanced a CD on my penis. Brad was like, he's like, hey, I left my fucking comics at your house. And I was like, yeah, I shot cum all over them. And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, girlfriend came over. We went to town. I went to town on her V-hole. I go, your comics are gone. They're not coming down here anymore. He's like, what the fuck did you do with them? I'm like, I put them right in the garbage. They're covered in it. You don't want to read those. Never bought replacement comics either. I told him to go fuck himself.
Listen.
Here's
My story is not as interesting.
Here's a story. Here's a good story. What is it?
My friend Sean, when he used to get like pissed off at his cousin, he used to wear my friend. I'm friends with both of them. My friend Jimmy used to wear a hat, so when he was sleeping at night, my friend Sean used to come in his hat and just like let it dry, and he would never know. And he used to put the hat on the whole next day. He's like, "Dude, you're walking around with my cum on your head, and you had no idea."
What life do you live? You fuck each other over Mario Paint music. People are coming in
You are
hats.
talking to me. You have more horror stories. You're fucking.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Like you're talking about how you would get lost in the woods naked and you had to fucking suck off Sasquatch for sustenance. And my fucking stories are like family friendly compared to yours. That same guy. Hold on one second. That same guy. Him and his friends went to Florida, Sean. And for some reason, he's like, dude, I'm going to go shoot a massive load in the bathroom. And he did. And then this other guy I know, Steve, went into the bathroom and saw, he's like, dude, this is the biggest load I've ever seen.
What are you guys talking about? Never once in my whole fucking career of being a human did I see anyone else's load.
Dude, you touched your dick tip with another dude.
Yeah, but I didn't touch his load.
You played your fucking, you beat off, and then they were playing the audio at a convention.
Yeah.
You beat me in every way.
Yeah, I'll beat you off in every way.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Look,
Hold on.
I'll hang you upside down.
Around.
I'll hang you upside down and beat you off until you come on your own face.
Oh, I should have changed this to this is the last stream or the last show, episode 5, isn't it?
Nah, it's going out of control. Let me tell some more stories. Have you accidentally ever shot in a girl's face?
Nope.
So, did I ever tell? I'm not going to say who it was, but a friend, a girl that is a friend of mine, it goes on a Tinder date once, and they hit it off. So they go, let's do another date. They do another date. They hit it off. They do a third date. They end up at his house. So he goes to town on her V-hole, as usual. And as they're about to finish, he jumps up with no pre-warning, no nothing, no talk about it, and just shoots all over her face. Like, uninvited.
But why?
I said to her, wait a minute. Wait, stop the press. You didn't move? She goes, no, I didn't want to be rude.
Rude? He's trying to fucking blow a load on your fucking face, man.
So I'm like, what did you do? She's like, I just picked up his pillow and rubbed it all over his pillow and then went right to the washroom, washed my face. And I was like, wait a minute. You didn't move? And now every time I talk to her, I go, you love it in the face. And it gets her very angry.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have to hear him say it again.
I think I did Super Mario World when I did the book.
I think you did one other one, too.
I've live streamed.
Didn't you do Lion King? Or no, you did that off the...
no, that was off the Switch thing.
The Switch collection.
This is what I'm going to say. In all fairness, Ian takes shots at me.
Shot, it's a fact.
Okay, Ian, before I get angry. This is how...
I can't.
Can you take that clip, put it on the soundboard right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah, hold on.
Before
I just have to so I can. Dude, I'm getting a massive erection seeing how much of a fucking child he is.
Ian takes shots at me.
Oh boy.
Shot, it's a fact.
Okay, Ian, before I get angry.
Oh.
I know, that's great. We got him. Shelf collector, we got him.
But it's just something like, dude, so what? He says you're a shelf collector. You could disagree. Like, I'm a fucking PC shit collector.
One time, when I was breaking up with my ex-girlfriend, who was a lunatic, who was about to buy a gun because she believed the Canadian government was coming to kill us all. One time,
I want Justin Trudeau coming in my face, but continue.
Yeah. So one time while we're cleaning the bedroom up, she looks at the wall at top of the bed, and it's like stuff all over the wall. And she's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I don't know. Then I thought about it later. I kept thinking about it. I realized, oh yeah, that's where the missing shot went. There was a missing shot that happened. one time in that bed. Figure that one out, Rich. You get it? There's a missing shot, Rich.
No, I actually wasn't paying attention at all. No, I'm getting the file, dude. I'm not being a dick. I'm just
listen. Buy Mario Paint, fly down here, take your clothes off, and play the game with me.
And then I'll pretend to butt fuck you during.
It won't be a pretend anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's not going to help you in this church.
Listen, I need to
come
get
down here.
SoundForge open, support my family.
So then my girlfriend at the time was like, "What the fuck's all over the wall?" And I'm like, "I don't know. The dog licked it. I don't know what the fuck it is." I just played it down. I knew what it was. It was the missing shot.
Well, like, why is this not? Okay, here it is.
Yeah, I've been on some weird shit dates, but then I've been on some ridiculous dates. It was lunacy.
All right, so
here we go. He's grabbing it. Grab me.
But
crime scene.
You used the NES games. You did not.
Mario World. When I did the book,
I think you did one other one too.
I've live streamed.
Didn't you do Lion King? Or no, you did that off the.
No, that was off the Switch thing.
The Switch.
I think
collection.
it was earlier. No.
This is what I'm going to say. In all fairness, Ian takes shots at me.
It's not a shot. It's a fact.
Okay, Ian. Before I get angry.
Yes.
This is what I'm going to say. In all fairness.
That's it.
This is what I'm going to say. In all fairness, Ian. Look at it.
Okay, let me.
Let me
read
that
some
I
of
collected these games.
Okay.
I collected these to do other things. I helped do
What
the video
what
game
are you-
years. I've
what are you
done
doing?
two,
What are you
soon to
looking
be
for?
3 books.
Hold on.
I've been known as a video game. The fact that I collected these games, I used the fact that I collected
out of his
collection.
mind.
This is what I'm going to say. In all fairness, Ian takes shots at me.
No, because the SoundForge does this, and so does Acid Pro. Like sometimes it just skips into a totally different spot.
It's not a shot. It's a fact.
Okay, Ian. Before I get angry.
Talks so fucking fast too.
Okay, Ian. Before I get angry.
Noodles 100 bit says.
Before I get angry. Before I
You
get
miss
angry.
100% of the. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Oh God.
Hold on.
That's true.
Everyone shush.
Before I get angry.
Why is he says it so fucking fast?
Before I get angry. Before I get angry. Before I get angry.
There,
sounds like he's saying "finger me angry."
Let's
Before I
hear it
get
again.
angry. Before I get angry. Before I get angry. Before I get angry.
Sir Evil Satan 100 bit says, "When do you think the last stream is?" Well, I mean,
Never.
Never. We always say
Before I get
that.
angry. Before I get
Solid.
angry. Before I get angry.
Solid Crusade 100 bits says, "Rich, can I get 1 DSP? I'm gonna masturbate. Then 1 wash my balls. Then 2 DSP. Yes."
Boy, yo, 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 and now I'm gonna masturbate.
Wash your balls.
What was the last one?
That was it.
You got that.
Marigo 100 bits says, "Pat in the middle pic looks like he saw titties."
He may have.
Before I get angry. Before I get angry.
Yeah, that's going on the soundboard.
Before I get angry.
Why is he? Listen to him. Dude. He is always. He sounds like he has a redwood up his ass 24/7. Why are you talking so fast? Before I get angry, finger me. Like,
can you slow it down?
Before I get angry.
I could time stretch it.
Dude, let's see if this girl. She's just back. Like, it doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. We're on a fucking rock spinning through space, but.
Before I get angry. Before I get angry.
Yeah, that actually sounds better. Listen, this is normal.
Before I get angry. Before I get angry. Before I get angry.
Wait.
Yeah. I was going to say include the beginning where he says, "Ian, stop."
Before I get angry.
I did ask her about it, by the way, guys. So I think we're done tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I may go over to
You're
YouTube.
going to go over to YouTube to touch
Before I
me.
get angry. Before I get angry.
Before you get angry over there.
Listen to that. That's perfect.
Before I get angry.
Dude, he's such a sensitive child.
Before I get angry.
Yeah. We'll end this now. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna call it Crying Pat.
Timster, haven't seen you for a while, buddy. Says, "I got a PS5 today. Huge upgrade from PS4. Give me some
Dad,
sounds."
you're not sharing your screen. Stop
I'm not-
watching Force Cream Pies.
Yeah,
oh,
but
I'm much
what are you talking
crying,
about?
Pat.
Yeah,
you don't.
You see us. That's what you're supposed to see, not him editing the.
Oh yeah. Because you sometimes I show me editing. They're right, but it wasn't here.
Before I get angry.
Wash your balls.
Before I get angry.
Wash your
Before I
balls.
get angry.
Wash your balls. Wash your balls. Thank you, Wash Your Balls. Appreciate the $2. Tim, we appreciate you. Evil Hyrule has followed. Thank you. Appreciate you. I want to say thank you to everybody that supports the family.
Before I get angry.
My cat jumped to her death, so unfortunately we can't see her tonight. She's got diarrhea, by the way. Thanks for supporting my family. She sat on my CD drive, so I can't listen to CDs. So if anyone has an old CD player, you can donate it to me. Thank you.
Listen, Jay, let's just end this, and you fly down here, and you could burp the alphabet in my asshole.
Okay.
All right, guys, it's been an amazing stream. I'm going over to YouTube now, and you better be there. Of course, it's not going to work.
Love you guys. Go
Before I get
on
angry.
Twitter.
Before I
Follow
get
me on
angry.
Twitter. Follow me on Twitter so you guys can check out the horror movie I'm working on. I love you.
Hand jobs all around.
Yeah, check out his horror movie. He did an excellent trailer. It's really good.
Listen. I love when you do the shout-outs after they've just been done, like, congratulate Chris on his marriage.
Before I get angry.
Listen, Chris.
Go check out his horror movie. Yeah, congratulate Chris on his marriage.
All right. Oh, so I got Crying Pat. All right, guys, I'll see you over on YouTube.
I'll see you over there, too. I'll see you.
Yeah, get naked.
I'm not actually coming over there, but I love you.
Did I end? Listen.
Listen.
Find a horse.
Dude, 700, 800.